All right, I am back. How is it going? Spin the wheel of scum and see which bucket will appear in today. Today it's DSP. It's gonna be mostly DSP, the Scum Bucket Cafe. Not the Chum Bucket, the Scum Bucket. Let's see. Let's get. I just need to switch this, and that should do it. Let's see.
Pig.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Sell down there,
What
Phil.
the-
Sell down there, Phil. At least Plankton's entertained. Fair enough. Maybe an evil bastard. Well, at least it's fun to watch. I wonder why he is playing in this. But yeah, I figured today will just be a nice day of Phil. We'll save the dragon for tomorrow. DSP could be Troll Chum. True, although he usually is the one eating the Troll Chum. Poofy, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. Much appreciated. Also from the sub for the sub on Kick for 4 months now. Crazy. It's crazy we've been doing this that long. It feels like just yesterday we just started doing this. Let me turn off the music here. Only yesterday we were just babes in the field. Looking at DSP going, look at this guy. Now it's 4 months later. And we just like now we're just like, oh, look at this guy. But now we're 4 months older. So there you go. But then he lays out the buffet. Yeah, the troll buffet. Yeah, I just started doing the multi-streams, which was a very good suggestion. Thank you for that. Now we get felt DSP in 2. We're now on his platforms, getting him nailing him on both of them. We may be 4 months older, but he looks 4 years older. That's true. Every time we age a month, DSP ages 10 years now. Except he's got that hair dye. But yeah, I'm figuring we're just going to do about 3 or 4 quick DSP videos. I think they're all like 10 minutes in length. They're around there. So we should get through a couple. Get my backlog back up again. I only got 1 DSP and that RTU guy. Ugh. Let's not bring him up. Let's just get it going. Let's have some good old honest fun with Phil. We're 4 months wiser than him. I think we're 400 years wiser than Phil. But let's get it going. Let's get it rolling. Oh, let me short this up a little bit. And ready, set, go. Hey there, it's everyone's favorite draconic saberwolf on the internet, and we're watching everyone's least favorite person ever. It's Darkside Phil, aka DSP, aka Phil Burnell. In this one, he's going to talk about his past and how the old racist, sexist part of him was it was just an act, guys. It was just he was just playing a big old game of silly buggers. So now he's not playing the act. Now we see the real Phil, who is a cantankerous, cranky old man who hates his audience in most of the games he plays. Quite the upgrade. Quite the upgrade. Also, he says he's uncancelable again, so we get that joy. But let's get right to it. Shout out to Snort Burnell for making these and putting his own commentary. It's very useful. It's very helpful. It's very nice. And if you like my commentary, please like and subscribe. Also throw a like and subscribe to Snort, and let's get going.
Irish with a $2 super chat talking about me drunk calling wings at 2 a.m. No. He called me. You've got it all wrong. You've got it completely and utterly wrong. He was being trolled by his co-op partners. I notified him of this, and then he called me. You got it backwards, bro. But thanks for $2.
Oh my god. Alright. We're already starting out with this guy just being just the worst. Like, Phil, it doesn't matter. It's so stupid that he like clings onto this. And then the trolls just love it. They love it, love it, love it. This guy is so oblivious. It doesn't matter. You gave the you gave Wings $50 and then we're constantly like talking to him to the point where he's like, I'm just gonna get this dumb fuck on Discord call. Well, and yeah, as Knight says, you're still drunk, Phil, and loud. Loud enough to wake your wife, who had to give you the business. And boy, did she give you the business.
Parasolo says, can we get uncensored Phil from 2008 back? Those days were glorious when you weren't worried about being canceled. I'm still not worried about being canceled. You notice how much I say the word retard or retarded? I can say it as much as I want. I'm not going to get canceled. Seriously,
Zern says you got it wrong. I pester them and made me into content like the freak in the sideshow. Yeah. Wings got the W on that one. But this whole, like, uncancelable thing, he says the word retard all the time. It's like, yeah, but the reason you didn't before was because it was an offensive word to you, and you hated using it because, you know, you didn't like how it disparaged the community. So really, that was an act. I'm glad we got that out of the way. Now we all know that Phil is a hypocrite who lies for his audience. That was what I heard. He doesn't have to worry about being canceled because he's already been canceled. This man is canceled from the internet. That's why he can't grow at all. Because the second he like emerges from the primordial ooze that is this man's career, immediately everyone's like, you need to go back. You need to go back now and not bother us. And then he does, because he's a pathetic little wimp, and then, you know, just leans on his at this point like one or two whales and his dolphins. And he's like, oh, I'm winning, guys. I'm winning the internet. No, he's not.
you have to understand something. I've been around for so long. Everyone has said every possible thing about me. There's nothing to get on me. No, there's no actual skeletons in this fucking closet. You understand? Unlike every other creator out there who's walking on eggshells, afraid of shit, I don't have anything to hide.
Fuck you. You're a liar.
All my dirty laundry was aired out a long time ago. I can say and do whatever the fuck I want. It's just that I don't want to do this stuff. Like, I don't want to do political content. I don't want to talk about religion. I don't want to do that shit. I just want to hang out and talk about games. Like, that's my thing. So, I'm not walking on eggshells afraid of anything whatsoever. I don't know why people seem to get that impression when basically you hear me talking and doing things in a manner that you say, well, that's not how old Phil used to be. No, old Phil.
Well, before it gets into the whole old Phil thing, he tried doing politics. He sucked at it. It's every time he's like, I don't do it because I just want to talk about games. What he's really saying is, this is the only thing I'm even marginally good at, and I've tried everything else, and I sucked at it. That's basically it. You know, he doesn't even really like talk about games. What does he talk about? The schedule, getting money, why he isn't getting money, the kick chat being slow and that they should give him money. And then we get to the post show where he then talks about the schedule and how much money he made. And it's somewhere for like 10-15 minutes he plays a game. There's a game in there as well. Sarah says people only dispose of the healthy insects. Nature will deal with the sick and injured ones. Exactly. And Knight says he's afraid of losing money. That too. But he tried the politics. He did. It was the most milquetoast, middle of the road, fence-sitting bullshit that's out there. And it's not even like a centrist take, because a centrist take can be polarizing. It can be something that ignites discussion. His was just like local news, which makes a whole lot of sense. Like, yeah, he's really getting that Renton fucking yeah, Poofy we just mentioned, he's covering local things in Washington. It's like, that's great. if you're a daytime DJ on a radio show. Awesome, you did it. But if you're like a streamer, you probably want to talk about bigger things. Not that you should, because he's not knowledgeable about any of it. So he really shouldn't. But I'm just saying he did try and he failed. That's why he doesn't do it.
Was actually an act.
Shit, my thing turned off. Oh, man. We had a good groove there, too. Fuck. Why does it keep doing that? Oh, we gotta do it. Gotta do it again. I can't believe it did that. Oh, damn it. I know why it happens. It bothers me every time I do it. Okay, so sorry. We gotta do it again. We gotta do it live. My bad. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have just ripped it from the VOD. I should have just ripped it from the VOD. Oh well, I stopped it, so we may as well just go again. Sorry guys, that's my bad. So you're gonna hear me give a lot of the same opinions, but I will try and read your comments as well, because they're good comments, so I want to make sure they get in there. But let's try that again. We were only 2 minutes in at least. Sorry. See, I'm tired. I'm going to blame it on being tired. Hey everyone, how's it going? It's everyone's favorite Draconic Saberwolf on the internet, and we're watching everyone's least favorite person ever. That's right, it's Darkside Phil, aka Phil Burnell, aka DSP. In this stream, he says that his old self was just an act, that he was a racist, sexist person to get the views and the lulls. And that now the new Phil, that's the Phil that you need to watch. The one that's a stodgy old codger who berates his audience for money like he's going broke the next day. Also, he says he's uncancelable, which that should be fun as well. And yeah, it's just generally a good time in general. I'd like to thank Snort Burnell for making these actually watchable, so shout out to Snort Burnell. And if you like my commentary, please like and subscribe. Alright, let's get on with it. I just stopped the stream again. Fuck! Oh, that's gonna be something to get. I know what's happening now. I just did it again. Oh my god. So I'm hitting to start the video. It's literally you have to push or to start and stop the video.
For the $2
super
chat talking.
You can press the space bar. Guess what also happens if I happen to be on the Streamlabs desktop window and press the space bar? It stops the recording, or stops and starts the recording. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go into macros and change that, because it's like the 4th time I've done that. That's not good. This is going to be a very rushed intro. People are going to be like, wow, he's going really silly. Saber, your boomer is showing? Yeah, it is. It is. Why would they make that the spacebar? I know why, but still. Ugh. At least I saw it this time and we weren't like two minutes in. Watch me flail. Alright. Let's do this. Third time's the charm. Hey, how's it going? It's everyone's favorite Draconic Saberwolf on the internet, and we're watching everyone's least favorite person in the universe, Phil Burnell, aka DSP, aka Darkside Phil. What we find out today is that, hey, that misogynic racist persona of his in 2008, that was just an act. He's actually, you know, a good guy. So you should watch the new Phil, which is a stodgy old codger who berates his chat and demands money from them. That's so much better. Also, he's uncancelable, so that'll be fun to watch. And if you like what you see here, I gotta give a shout out to Snort Burnell, who adds his own commentary and makes this enjoyable to watch, unlike Phil. And if you like what you see and you like my commentary, please make like a werewolf and like and subscribe. All right, let's go.
For the $2 super chat talking about me drunk calling wings at 2 a.m. No. he called me. You've got it all wrong. You've got it completely and utterly wrong. He was being trolled by his co-op partners. I notified him of this, and then he called me. You got it backwards, bro. But thanks for $2.
Oh, Phil, you silly bitch. Always with the retconning. So what really happened is he got drunk. He saw something was happening with Wings. He gave Wings $50 and was badgering him in his chat enough that Wings just decided to call him. So yeah, Phil, you really won that argument. You're the winner. He technically called you while you were drunk and seething at your detractors at 3 in the morning. Which, by the way, loud enough to wake your wife. Which she was not happy about. I'm pretty sure at the next morning she gave you the business. But, you know, he called you. That means you win. This guy.
Parasolo says, can we get uncensored Phil from 2008 back? Those days were glorious when you weren't worried about being canceled. I'm still not worried about being canceled. You notice how much I say the word retard or retarded? I can say it as much as I want. I'm not going to get canceled. Seriously, you have to understand something. I've been around for so long. Everyone, I said every possible thing about me. There's nothing to get on me. No, there's no actual skeletons in this fucking closet. You understand?
No, because they're all out in the open already. Like, it's not that you hide things, Phil. It's that you are openly an asshole who is not a good person, who is also a cult leader whom no one likes. So, yes, you are technically uncancelable because you've already been canceled. The internet has already said, we don't like this person. That's why the Asmongold bump didn't work. That's why the Kino Casino bump fizzled out. It's because it's you, Phil. You know, every time this man, like, tries to rise from the primordial ooze that is his career, the internet goes, nope, no, you go back now. We don't like you. And then he does, because he's a spineless little wimp. Zern says Mistress Cat put her little piggy in its place. Oh yeah, probably made him squeal real good that night. Squeal! You know, once he got done being drunk, which is probably never.
Unlike every other creator out there who's walking on eggshells afraid of shit, I don't have anything to hide.
Fuck you?
Yeah.
You're a liar?
Like I said, openly an asshole.
All my dirty laundry was aired out a long time ago. I can say and do whatever the fuck I want. It's just that I don't want to do this stuff. Like, I don't want to do political content. I don't want to talk about religion. I don't want to do that shit. I just want to hang out and talk about games. Like, that's my thing. So, I'm not
which is bad at
walking
too.
on eggshells afraid of anything whatsoever. I don't know why people seem to get that impression when basically you hear me talking and doing things in a manner that you say, well, that's not how old Phil used to be. No, old Phil.
I also want to make a quick point here before we get into how he's going to retcon old Phil, that this man did attempt a politics channel. He attempted it. But, as Poofy Hui said in the comments, he only did local stuff, and his takes were, even like the takes that weren't his local news, were so milquetoast and middle of the road and fence-sitting bullshit that everyone's like, that's stupid. And no one liked it. No one liked it. He's bad at it. He is bad at everything. Zern also brings up, I'm uncancelable. Why can't we get 100 likes? Says Phil. He's already canceled. He is already in the twilight zone of cancellation. It just so happens he brought a bunch of whales and dolphins with him, and that's what's been sustaining this man's career for the last, 17 years. I know it's less, but it's just every time he tries something new, he fails at it. And then when he fails at it, he goes back, it's like, I don't actually want to do it. He did it with the drama content. He did it with the politics content. He did it with the React channel. He did it with the Throwback channel. He did it with everything. The only thing he does is play games and eat food. And even that I would put up for debate, because his streams are not about playing games. His streams are about his schedule. His streams are about how he can make money, how you should give him money. Why are you not giving him money? Being angry at not getting money. And then the post show where he talks about the schedule and how much money he got. Knight says, plus with all that gin, he couldn't find Washington, D.C. on map with 50 arrows pointing at. No, he can't. I mean, for fuck's sake, he referred to the whole Epstein thing as like Jeremy Epstein. He said his name wrong. I can't remember what stupid name he said. Like that. He is so out of touch in his little bubble. It's ridiculous. This man couldn't commentary on any type of news at all because he doesn't experience it. It's just his own little world. It's Phil's world.
Was actually an act.
When you watch me on a stream, you're getting pure, unadulterated Phil. You're getting out of me my pure, opinion on the matter. For the most part, it's pure Phil. You're getting the real deal. You're not getting the fake acting Phil. You're not getting a Muppet, like I like to call some other streamers who, they overact for the camera. They have the dyed hair, and they have to be this certain stereotype to make money from kids. I'm not like that, and you guys know that. For 10 years, I've prided myself on being the real me, not some bullshit character to make money. All right?
So, there you go. Big contradiction. Old Phil versus new Phil. Zern said with all that gin, Phil couldn't find Earth on a globe. I like that. That's a good one. I like that's a good comment. But yeah, is it really better that he only pretended to be racist and sexist and anti-Semitic and like, is it better? I would reason that it is not, because at the very least, if like that was just the way he is, then it's just like, oh, that's Phil, he's racist. But to pretend to be racist, I don't know, that's a whole nother level, because first of all, you're probably racist. Second of all, like, just pretending. Sounds like a cope. Knight says on the bright side, we can guarantee Phil is on the Epstein list. And, I'm sure we would have heard about it by the trailers if he was. That would have been all over the place.
Do you get that? Old
Get
Phil
it?
used to love angry video game nerd. All right? And old Phil used to purposefully try to over-exaggerate emotions and commentary to try to fill a gap between what I was doing playing a video game. So, for example, if I'm playing Resident Evil and there's an extended part with no dialogue and just gameplay, I'm going to be talking constantly. So I'll make a comment about, the fact that we're in Africa fighting, the native tribes there.
Ooh, is he going to be racist right now? Ooh, I can't wait. Oh, I hope he says something racist right now.
And people will be offended because I made a comment about that. And then I'll make a comment about Shava, a sexual comment, and people will be like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. And I would just do that constantly. I was trying to appeal to an audience of teenagers on YouTube. Like, that was my goal. I want teenagers to watch me because that's where it's at. That's where I'll get the most views.
Hey, that's where it's hip and happening, everyone. It's where it gets the views because everyone's being real groovy. Down, like, what is this fucking... What is going on with this language? It's Poofy who he says, or pretending playing games bad. Yeah, he's totally an awesome game player. He just pretended because it's funny. Knight says, at best, he's race baiting, playing to an audience of races and reinforcing their bait. Yeah, it's not good. This explanation, if anything, is worse than him being like an edgy teen that was like, oh yeah, like, although I think he was 20 when he started, but like, oh, I'm trying to be like edgy and cool, and I think like throwing out the N-word and stuff like that, it was really fun. And at least then you could say, hey guys, I grew up, that was me back 20 years ago. It was a different time. It was a different, I was in a different headspace. I realize now that's not the way to do it, blah, 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 all that bullshit, whatever. At least then, like, you could be like, oh, okay, but that would mean he would have to admit he's wrong. And he can never do that. I'm pretty sure if Phil ever admitted to taking an L, his head would explode. Like, no joke. Like, there is a bomb in his head that if he ever says he's wrong about something, that's the trigger phrase and it will go off. And then his head will explode. That's what it's got to be. Because the L's this man dodges to try and avoid being wrong, or the L's that this man takes while trying to avoid other L's, is insane. It's crazy. He could have just not said anything, and it would have been better than whatever this is.
that'll bring in the most ad revenue and support for my content. That was the old Phil.
Content.
That changed a long time ago. I stopped caring about ad revenue a million years ago.
We stopped
I'm
getting
now
it.
an interactive streamer. So when you say new Phil,
By the way, he does care about AdSense because he literally like curated his DSP tries it bullshit. Like, guys, I get 3,000 views on this. I only get 1,000 views if I eat like gourmet food, but if I eat fast food, I get 3,000 views. Like, okay, what's that for then? If not for ad revenue, you dumb tit. Knight says, damn, maybe he is on the list. What the fuck? Yeah, he says, like, this is pretty fucked up, you.
there's no new Phil. That's actual Phil. Like, this is the real me that's been there all along, but was acting a part back then to try to make money. You get it? Now, there were times that definitely the rage was real. When I was playing a fighting game and there was lag or whatever and I got pissed, yes, that rage was genuinely real.
It's 2008. When I started on YouTube, that's who I've been, the honest guy.
But in
Go honest, Phil.
general, almost all the commentary that I did back in the day that today you would deem too risque and Phil has changed for the better so that he doesn't do that, but it's because he's afraid of getting canceled or whatever. It's not that I'm afraid of getting canceled. It's that that's stupid commentary. Do you get it? Like, I got tired of doing it. Filling every moment with me blabbing and flapping my lips saying something stupid to try to get people to say, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. It gets played out. People, rightly so, called me out around 2016 and said, dude, your content is awful. It's boring. It's the same shit you've been doing for like 7-8 years. You've got to change. So I did. I changed for the better. And for nearly 10 years, I've been putting out better content, and I'm evolving and changing constantly to make better new stuff.
Phil, your content is awful. It has never changed, and you're not good at it. How's that? Do you think you're going to change again now? Because I can't see a difference. It's just, okay, he's not edgy anymore, but now he's boring. And in some spaces, that's even worse. Like, you want to talk, like, you are an entertainer, Phil. You have to fill the air with something besides begging for money. Back in the day, apparently, it was edgy racist humor. Which, by the way, wasn't him. He just happened to say it. Knight says he even lies about bananas and dem, right? Like, this is the real Phil. I lie about stupid shit, and then I don't have anyone supporting me while I'm actually saying, like, the most idiotic things on the planet. It doesn't make any sense, Phil. It doesn't make any sense. What you are saying, again, is objectively worse than just being like, I've changed my content, which he did say. He did say he changed his content, but that's all he had to say. It's like, I changed. I'm different. That was me. But again, he can't take it. Phil's failed attempt to dodge L's has tripled his L's collection. More L's than those left-handed stores. Exactly, Zern. By trying to dodge L's, he takes more L's. It's this whole thing is so much worse than just being like racist edgy guy in 2008. It just is. It's like, oh guys, I was just pretending to be racist, for the views. This is the real me. I'm just old and angry at everything always. Cool. Oh, and boring as fuck. Can't forget that he's boring as fuck.
But the internet won't acknowledge it because then the meme doesn't exist anymore. That DSP is the big lol cow, the quintessential lol cow.
You are.
We all have to make fun of, right?
We do. We have to make fun of this man.
That guy is such a two-faced fat
He
piece of shit.
is still a
Pissing me off.
lol cow. He's just a lol
seriously
cow for different
hate
stuff.
people like that are so fucking dishonest and two-faced and will do anything to make a fucking nickel. He's disgusting. Dishonesty for me is a big thing. It's like the ultimate betrayal. You know what I mean?
It's like, Phil, just because you stop, busting out the N-word or stop, making jokes about black people doesn't mean that you're now a lol cow. It just means you're a different brand of lol cow.
Yeah, maybe Phil's not the best person on the planet, but
You're
at the same
not.
time, the people who literally, do their best to defame him every day are probably worse. In fact, I can tell you right now, they are worse. The things that they've said and do just for personal gain, and the fact that they don't care who it hurts or what happens, they cultivate a toxic community of lies and hate so they can get paid.
Excuse me, Phil. I'm just doing this for the love of the game. Now, if I get monetized, don't get me wrong, I'll take it. Like, if anything, I'm trying to cultivate an anti-hate group. Like, this is because you like the way he treats his audience is unreal. I have never seen a more hateful man than Philip Burnell. Just straight up. This man is so full of hate in his heart that it is toxic to the point where people have to commentate on it. People go, hey guys, look out. If I'm pointing out the toxic waste, that doesn't make me toxic waste. That's just me saying, hey man, look out for that toxic waste. Now, if you're toxic waste, you might be offended at that, but I don't give a fuck. Because you're toxic waste, and I don't care about your opinion. Knight says he won't say the N-word, but he'll drop the R-word at the slightest provocation, call anyone who brings up the tractor memes in his chat autistic. Yeah, right? Like, oh, he stopped being sexist. Wait to take the first baby step up. Good job. Now if we could just get rid... Literally a couple of days ago, because we're in the future, someone commented on denim dogs, like he was going to eat denim dogs, and then he went on... Like, oh, I bet you like eating sausage and you like putting sausage in your mouth. And like, Phil, that's homophobic. You know? Because we know that comes from a place of hate. If you're just making a joke, that would be one thing. But you're doing to belittle and berate a man. Therefore, it is hatred. It like that. That's it. That's all it is. You know? You're not having fun. You're not doing anything good. You just lash out at people because your own life is terrible. Zern says hateful, spiteful, and small. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
I don't do that at all. So they are worse than me, but they are lauded as like heroes while I'm supposedly the villain. Does that make any sense? Of course not. But if you have a video...
Yes, it does make sense. Phil, you're the villain. To you... We would look like the villains because we are against you. You dumb fuck. You dumb tit. Like that. Oh, they're the heroes and I'm the villain? That's crazy. I'm clearly the hero and they're... Yes, Phil, everyone's the hero in their own story. It would be really weird if you thought you were the villain. That would be crazy. Funny, but crazy. Of course you think you're the hero of your own story. You dumbass. Oh, man, he does not get it.
Exposing them, no one will care.
That's true. No one would care.
Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donation.
I know who Seraphin is. Great.
Thanks for $2, stupid. Another comment I'm definitely not going to read, but I'll gladly.
No, just point it out, you dumb tit. Like, oh, I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to engage. As he points it out, it's like, you could have just let it pass, man. You could have just been like, or you could have stopped the donate. Like, I don't know how it works with him, but you can just not let the thing pop up. So, good job. Way to not highlight the fact that you have robust moves. Notice he doesn't say that he doesn't have them. He's just saying that the guy's an idiot. Very telling. Very telling.
Accept your money. Thank you so much.
Also, stop giving this man money. You can so easily troll him with other ways. You don't have to give him money.
God.
Oh, that was quite the jiggle.
Man boobs! Man boobs!
So, the interpupillary distance, I'm adjusting it right now. I think I might just leave it at default.
Okay, I did actually already cover this bit. So we're going to skip this part. I already covered the Phil Burnell, the Virtual Boy masterpiece that is his review.
Oh, if you hit the left trigger, you open a menu. I don't want to do that.
But I could tell you this, my neck is hurting. Like actually having to lean forward to get into position to use this thing actually has hurt my neck. And the thing is, you might say, well, you should just position better. I mean, I'm positioned ideally. I rolled up with my office chair as far to the thing as I possibly.
Yeah, Zergan says, Phil, you bitch. Heroes and villains are perception, not reality. Exactly. One man's rebel is another man's freedom fighter. You know? It all depends. It's all about optics. Knight says, Phil, complete with jiggle physics. Commence the jiggling. Yahoo! Commence the jiggling, Phil. Jiggle them titties. You might get more money. Goofy Lee says, assemble the position, Phil. Assume
possibly
position.
could without having the thing fall. You know, it has to sit on my desk. I don't think I could have positioned it any better than I did. Sadly, it's not really centered right. Like, I feel like it should be more centered properly. It's not. It seems like it's a little bit to the right. So maybe that's something they can fix in the app, is have it move a little bit further to the left.
All right, he talks a little bit more about this. We did cover this.
My capture device is not working
So let's go a little further.
at all. Yeah, this is not good.
Uh-oh. His capture device is a detractor.
Wait a minute. Whoa, the capture device is working, but the video out is not. It's giving me a white screen.
Whoa.
I can't see the video signal. I'm seeing a white screen, but the capture device is working because you can see the capture. Do you see that? So what the fuck is going on?
Phil, we
Don't
can't...
tell me that my capture device has broken, because if that's the case, I'm
fucked. You can't see it. You can't
Harvest
see what
Moon,
you're seeing.
whoops. Harvest Moon.
Ah, don't you dare. Don't you dare put your grubby pig fingers on Harvest Moon, you bitch. I loved Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon is probably like the game I played when I had Super Nintendo. It's so good. Obviously now like Stardew Valley like blows out of the water, but back in the day it was really good. Zern says the best position for Phil is the off-screen position. That's true. That's true.
Isn't this a
the capture device is broken containment. It's a detractor now.
like a farm simulator game?
No, bitch. It's a fucking shoot 'em up. What do you think, Harvest? Like, is this like a farm simulator? No, it's actually an alien intrigue game. Oh my god, this man is dumb.
This is basically the predecessor to a game such as Animal Crossing. Yeah.
What? Phil, that's the wrong game, you tit. It's the No, it's not even close to the predecessor for Animal Crossing? Are you kidding me? Wow. Phil, it's the predecessor for Stardew Valley. What a dumbass. This guy... I only want to talk about games. Phil, you don't even know about games. Oh my god. Like that I was wilding. That's crazy. It's a predecessor for Animal Crossing. Nope. Not even fucking close. Although watch, I'm gonna get body in the comments like, actually, the guy who made Animal Crossing said Harvest Moon. Watch it. It's gonna happen. Serena says, I loved SNES Harvest Moon. Me too. Loved it. Good times.
Fighter's History. We played this before. We did this when they added it to the SNES catalog. We played it. It's a very bootleg 3D or a 2D fighter similar to Street Fighter. Then they got a lot of Kirby games, huh? Look at that. A lot of Kirby games. 8 games in one. Earthworm Jim 2. I wonder if they have original Earthworm Jim. I never played Super Punch-Out. Never. I only played regular Punch-Out.
Bill, you should play Super Punch-Out in real life.
Please support it. I really need this stream to be a good stream. Yesterday I had 2 streams that didn't do so well.
Oh,
right
no.
Now we're around $100 to support. We got an hour left. It'd be great to get some more. I know the Virtual Boy stuff, sadly, there's not much I could do about that. I can't capture it, right? We could emulate it on PC later.
I did nothing wrong. Did everything right.
This has been fun. You guys are suggesting games for me to check out, and I appreciate that. I want to provide you.
Oh, man. How is that fun? Hey, guys, look at the games that I want to, like... Now, if he was, like, a super aficionado of SNES games, like, oh, yeah, Harvest... Like, not getting Harvest Moon wrong, or anything like that. Like, okay, maybe that would be interesting. I don't think so. It could be. But just like, guys, what games should I play? That's like when it was Phil Goes Shopping on Amazon. It's like, guys, what disc should I... It's not entertaining. Your sycophants will just throw money at you if you're taking a dump. Knight says Phil should just punch out of the internet forever. He should. And Zeren says Phil already played Super Punch-Out IRL. He even did a special move. Cry like a little bitch. That he did. And claim alcoholism. That was a very potent move.
With what I would call unadulterated content. Something that's not spoiled completely because all I care about is money and views, and I gotta constantly be mentioning it. Now tonight we're back to normal. Okay, tonight it is
Unfortunately.
Street Fighter 6, Lily. Okay, so I am excited for Lily tonight, and I hope that you guys will join me for Lily as I try to play well with her, and we have a fun Street Fighter stream. Okay, tomorrow we're back to the regular rotation
Here's
of
the
games.
schedule.
Tomorrow it's going to be a podcast in the morning, Hollow
Oh, the
Knight,
podcast.
and RimWorld. So if you're not interested in Street Fighter 6 tonight, come on back, and
No.
we'll have a good time.
You can't
All
make me,
right?
Phil. You can't make
please
me.
support. Please,
Alright, so there it is. Phil is a big lying liar who lies. The old Phil was an act. The new Phil is the new Phil. Even though I press X to doubt, I don't even believe him. More like Street... What? Flemmer 6? Oh, for Flem. Okay, Street Flemmer 6. Got it. You caught me by surprise night. But yeah, that's it. And he's uncancelable. He's invincible, everyone. The internet cannot beat him. Although, Phil, in all honesty, the internet beat you quite a while ago. It's just, it hasn't caught up with you yet. But if you'd like to catch up with Phil with me, make sure you make like a werewolf and like and subscribe. Be very much appreciative. Otherwise, thanks for getting this far. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, look at that. Full recording. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Oh, Phil. Oh, Phil, you silly bitch. Not just the internet life beat him. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Okay. Also, alright, so this is the next one. Tis but a scratch. Let's scratch your arms off. Oh, man. Alright, so, alright, we got that one done. But see, Phil's like, you can razz them, but you don't really get angry at him because he's already pretty much done everything you could probably be angry at.
Phil has the pignosis. He mind and
So, we're just gonna get right into the next one. If no one minds. Oh, it's only a flesh wound. Phil is the Black Knight, and just everyone. King Arthur's the internet. Tell him to get off. And he's like, no, I can still win this. I can still win the internet. Phil can't win the internet, man. I know what Phil is trying to do when he does like the Asmongold. First, he tries for money. Don't get me wrong. Main motivation, money. But in all reality, this man just wants to be the best streamer ever. That's it. But he will never be that. It is the unobtainable goal for Phil. It will always forever be out of reach. And he can't handle that. Which is why he gets very angry. He gets very upsetty spaghetti whenever he mentions stuff like that. Durin says, Phil's decency was the first wound, his brain was the second. Yeah. Yeah, like, I never watched his old content, but I saw a bit of it on the documentary. It's not good. It's the same shit. It's just it had, like, some edgy jokes in it. And he was angrier for a different reason. He wasn't even angrier, in my opinion. He was just angry at different things. Now he's angry at his audience and detractors. Phil could win the internet by quitting. Losers like RTU would be devastated. That's true. Phil could just win by quitting. The second he quits, if it's on his own terms, he could win the internet. He's not going to, but he could. He could. All right, let's see if I can do this without having to restart the fucking stream 27 times. Or restarting the recording. Let me also delete that other one quick. Just so I don't upload like a 40-second video. Okay. All right, let's do it. Hey, how's it going? It's everyone's favorite Draconic Saberwolf on the internet, and we're watching everyone's favorite social experiment, Phil Burnell, aka Darkside Phil. Today, he tries to figure out how virality works on the internet and why he doesn't get money from it. Also, he totally doesn't talk about drama with LTG, and it's a slow day as usual. If you like what you see here, first, I would like to shout out Snort Burnell, so if you like it, make sure you give him a like and subscribe. He makes this actually watchable. And if you like my commentary, please make like a werewolf and like and subscribe this video. Be very appreciative, and Phil will seethe. So, let's get right to it, shall we?
So, of course, because I did it, it's bad. Everyone else literally did the same thing. That was okay for them. It was a funny experiment. It was an interesting thing. You made lemonade out of lemons. But for DSP to do it, oh, what a joke, what a laughing stock, what an embarrassment he is.
I mean, you are. Not just for the Virtual Boy thing, but in general. But go on.
Bullshit. Everyone who did that can go fuck themselves. Post that on Reddit. Go fuck yourself, you limp dick losers.
Oh, salt.
You very chill, Phil. This is your chill, meaningful content. Telling people to go fuck themselves. And again, I don't know if picking a fight with Reddit is the best course of action. Action, but you know, Phil does Phil.
Salt. Even now, again, my mouth overpowered with salt flavor.
I do exactly the same thing as everyone else, and I'm wrong and everyone else is right. Suck my dick. I don't care what you say. You're all a bunch of fucking losers, and you're jealous that you sit there looking at clips of me on fucking Reddit and other places all day, and you have to have a miserable life offline, probably in a 9-to-5 job flipping fucking burgers, while I get to sit here and make content for an awesome, engaged audience all day. They like the content, they reciprocate with support, and you sit.
Okay, there is way too much to unpack in that statement. That's going to be a big one because there's a lot to unpack with that statement. Man, where do we begin? There is the fact that he's berating 9-to-5 workers again, which, you know, pay his bills. So good job on that way to alienate your audience. Telling people to go suck his dick, which again, very, you know, positive, chill, meaningful content right there. What else was there? I did everything else the people on the internet did, but I was the one who was berated. Phil, you have a complete built-in audience of people who hate you. Of course they're gonna make fun of you, you dumbass. And then also, you didn't. You sat there with a camera pointed at you while you narrated what was happening in the Virtual Boy. I did see what a few other people did. They had little cameras in the lens so people could see what's going on. They had the gameplay footage playing while they played the Virtual Boy. Like, you could have done it so much better, but you don't because you're a lazy asshole who depends on the games and other people's content in order for you to get ahead. Did I miss anything? Certain says Phil is the expert in limpness. Pretty sure your thing would only get hard if there's denim involved. He does say that it needs to come in denim for him to enjoy it. Poofy says, super toxic Phil. What happened to where's the positivity vibes, Phil? I'm not feeling very positive. Where's the positivity, man? I don't feel like that was very positive. Where's the positivity, Phil? I'm feeling very negative. I'm feeling negative vibes. You're bumming me out. You're harshing my buzz with your all this talk about, you know, sucking dicks and whatever. That should be a positive thing, but it's not. Not with Phil. Phil hates it, allegedly. Knight says, Phil, I prefer my job to the shit you blow out of your mouth. Yeah, like the whole, oh guys, I give content that's meaningful and it reciprocated by money. Phil, you beg your sycophants for cash all day, every day, and you literally live off a whale, maybe 2 whales, and a couple dolphins that you've brainwashed because you're a cult leader, allegedly, in my opinion. You've deployed emotional manipulation in order to make sure you get what you want. There's There is nothing positive and there's nothing productive about this man's content. All it is the vehicle for which he can manipulate his audience. Again, allegedly, in my opinion. Zuri says a lazy asshole that does nothing but crinkle and seep pig shit. Yep. Yeah, that's about right. That about does it. Let's see what else he has to say. I interrupted him. Maybe he's going to throw in a just kidding, a little JK action.
They're crying about your miserable life, laughing at videos of me. I'm the winner here, not you.
I'm the one. Me. You are not the winner. Phil, if anything, my life would probably improve if I stopped watching. If I stopped watching this man, my life would probably, like, objectively be better. Like, but it's funny, and I enjoy laughing at him. So, you know, horse apiece. Look at that smug ass face. He really thought he was cooking with this one. He really thought he did win. Like, look at his face. Look at his dumb fucking face. That is a man who has nothing going on between the ears. He just said a thing, and he's like, that sounded good. I definitely kicked ass. When in reality, he kind of pissed his pants and then whined like an impotent child. Yeah, they're in delusion and projection again.
So that's just number one. Let's get that out of the fucking way.
Oh, that was number one. Okay,
now,
hold on.
Outside of that, what happened was me playing the virtual boy for an hour got clipped. What does that mean? It means people took snippets of that and posted it all over the internet. Now, did they give me credit for it? No. Did they link to DSP Gaming so people would come to the channel to watch the actual coverage that I put out on the channel? No. Instead, they just clipped moments and acted like it was funny, ha ha ha. So, do I actually benefit from the trolling behavior of people on the internet who steal my content and clip it to make fun of it? No.
Do we have to explain to this old man how the internet works again? Phil, you are one of the most recognizable faces on the internet because most people want to punch it. I don't think anyone needs, like, anyone's like, who's that? You're probably lucky. Because if they go, who's that? And then people explain who DSP is, they're going to want to punch you in the face too. You're not, like, that is how viral clips work. They took your hour, this man talked about fucking the Virtual Boy. People watched him play Virtual Boy without anything else on the screen for an hour. Do you really think anyone who watches a clip is going to go, I need to see more of this? We could barely get through the amount that was clipped in the first place. It's baffling that this man thinks like, guys, I deserve money for the reclips of my content. No, Phil, you don't even deserve money for your content. The people who reclip, which happens all the time, I don't know why he's saying this is some like new phenomenon. Guys, they put clips of me all over the internet. Yeah, they do that every day. It happens like all the time because you are terrible at everything and it's funny. So like, but again, he's doing whale hunting. He is currently whale hunting. He knows the one whale he has is dried up. The other one's probably gone. He needs a new whale. And he's like, guys, I need you to help me get a whale. No. I know. You will not get a new whale. I do not want you to have a new whale. Zerian says, Phil probably thinks his tiny participation trophy is equal to first place. Yeah, especially since that tiny participation trophy is in denim in his pants. He has a small dick. Nice. It says, and unlike some other punchable faces, the worst that would happen to us if we punch Phil in the face is a fine and a night in jail. A night in jail and a handshake, Zern puts in there. We're not saying anyone, no physical violence, obviously. We're just kidding. We're just joking around. We're having a Josh. We're playing silly buggers. But the man does have a punchable face. That I can say. His face would attract fists, which is probably why he does not go out in public.
This is exactly what I explained to Asmongold, that when he reacts to a clip of me from Reddit or from one of my detractors, I literally don't benefit. No one comes to DSP Gaming to check out the content because no one can find DSP Gaming. For 1 month, they did.
Whose fault is that? Like, okay, you have bad sec ops. Whose fault is it that you aren't the first thing that pops up?
Right after the Asmongold interview, when everyone watched it, they basically came and said, oh, I could find it again, and it was in the algorithm. And then what happened is, well, it trailed off. The big YouTubers weren't talking about me anymore, and therefore, DSP Gaming went right back to the bottom of the algorithm again, and no one can find the channel. Now when you search for it, guess what you get? You get my detractors, or you get the Reddit clips.
Phil, I still don't understand how that's our problem. Now, if you think about it objectively, you are less entertaining than the detractors. Because if you were more entertaining, if more people came and saw you, then you would be at the top of the algorithm. But no one wants to watch you. Therefore, you are at the bottom of the algorithm. And how we know this is the explanation that you just gave us, which is, guys, I was good for a month. I was in the algorithm for a month, and then I sank back down. Phil, that only happens if someone's an unentertaining asshole. Well, unentertained, but you're also an asshole. That's how that happens. If you were actually entertaining, if everyone's like, yeah, this guy's the best, I love watching DSP, you would be at the top of the algorithm still getting subs, likes, and views. But you're not. Your YouTube is trash, your videos are garbage, your streaming sucks, no one actually likes you, it's mostly just detractors. So, yeah, you're gonna sink to the bottom. Sorry, man. Zern says Phil's barely worth mental effort. Physical effort would be a waste. Yeah, it would be just 100% waste to engage with this man in real life. Knight says no one comes to your channel, Phil, because you don't do anything, right? What is his stream? It's the meeting, it's the schedule, it's the audit, it's the beg. And then occasionally maybe a game is played a little bit in there. This man has done 4 sessions of Resident Evil 9 and is still not done with it. That's like, I think he's at like 14, 15 hours of gameplay. And apparently he's not even close. Apparently he's not even close to finishing. That's how bad this guy is at games. That's why he begs.
Bravo.
Phil, maybe play more games and beg less,
You
and
don't
then
get
you do it.
the raw DSP content here on the channel.
Because it sucks. Sorry.
You get raw Phil stealing the content from the channel.
Because his chat's fire.
Hence, what I've been saying is basic and simple, all right? Sadly, I don't benefit from the toxic content. I just don't. I don't, all right? It doesn't help me at all. All it benefits are people who are no-load losers who steal to make their own content, okay? So I'm not happy that people cover it in a negative way, spin it in a toxic way. Sure, you can argue that it adds some level of relevance because at least people are talking about DSP. Hence, this person who just tipped the dollar and said, do you think that any kind of attention is good attention? It's good to at least be in the discussion.
Not the way you are in the discussion. But Phil, this whole like, no, they're no-load losers who spin and make it toxic and stuff like that. Phil, the biggest detractor channel is Do These Streams, who literally just clips raw content from you and puts it in his channel. The biggest stream about Phil is Raw Phil, which is just a bunch of people shitting on him while he plays stuff terribly. There's no toxic spin. The toxic is already there. The spin would be 0 degrees or 360 because it's already toxic content. It's just brushed up a little bit. Like most of your detractors don't put any effort into clipping you. They just do it.
You know what I'm
Zern says Phil doesn't play games. His detainees play for him, right? RimWorld. Oof.
saying? But at the same time, why is it that I was in the discussion yesterday in a negative and toxic way for doing exactly the same thing that tons of people did who covered Nintendo content? It was okay for everyone else to cover the Virtual Boy the way that I did. They were all right. In fact, my coverage in a lot of cases looked better, sounded better, because I got a better setup than them. You could actually see me playing at a really good angle, good HD coverage and everything. But I'm the Joker, right? I'm the clown. But they're...
You are the Joker. You are the clown. And this whole, like, my setup's better, my sound's better. Phil, it's lipstick on a pig. In this case, kind of a little bit literally, except no lipstick. Like, you can put lipstick on a pig, it doesn't make it any prettier.
Are okay doing it. No. The truth is, that's not acceptable. It's not. And if you saw the clips,
They cry about it.
You're the fucking clown.
By the way,
not me. I'm the one who makes a living doing it. So who's the joke here?
You.
Really? These are jealous ass fucking people who just want to act like I'm some kind of miserable wretch who's
You are.
down on his luck that he has to do this. No, I had a blast yesterday. I want to make that clear. Covering the Virtual Boy may have been a joke for Nintendo because I exposed how bad of a product it is, right? At the same time, it was incredibly fun to do that. And I love my job. I love doing this for a living. So
No, he doesn't. This whole thing is just one big cope session. And by the way, people who actually give him money to troll him, this guy got it for $1. This is a 10 to 15 minute seed session for $1. And most of the times you can get it for free. I'm just saying. But this whole, like, guys, I totally got him. I totally got Nintendo. I showed everyone who fucking, like, that the Virtual Boy is a piece of garbage. No, Phil, you played it for an hour, complained the whole time, and then said, guys, I got scammed and ripped off because I expected a fully functioning Virtual Boy that I could stream and make money from. Again, always back to the money. It's always back to the money. Because he did not get money, it was bad. If he had made $1,000, he would be like, the Virtual Boy is the best thing ever. Oh my god. It was like it was sucking my dick. Oh, it was so good. Knight says, I know Seraphim already said this, but Phil, they figured out how to show off the gameplay. You just point a camera at yourself and then narrated badly what you were seeing, right? He deserves no kudos. He deserves no awards for that fucking... We saw it. It was bad. It was really bad. It wasn't even, like, funny bad. It was just bad.
I had a great time.
No, you
I will
didn't.
continue to cover this kind of stuff in this way because now I can. You know, in the past, it was, I couldn't get the $100 piece of garbage from Nintendo to cover it because I couldn't afford it. Well, now I can, and I will continue to do this kind of coverage, and my viewers will appreciate it.
Burn in hell, Burnell. And I'm
Right.
gonna burn in hell for the rest of eternity because of it. You can't change who you are, I guess. The video of me
He's still
actually
going.
playing the Virtual Boy.
He's still going.
Well, let's see. It went viral, right? So, you know, the X post got 8,000 likes, which means it must have had tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of views. It was front page on Reddit, and it got hundreds of thousands of views. How many views did my video get? 1,200. I know.
Oh, Phil, you stupid fucking schmuck. Oh, you sweet summer child, except you're not sweet nor a child, nor should embody summer. Oh my god. And here we hit the real point. This was the pressure point that was hit with that comment. He's angry because he's jealous. He's jealous that these people made fun of him and got tons of views, and that other people did it better and got tons of views and tons of AdSense and tons of likes. And little old bitch baby Burnell was sitting in his office for an hour slaving away over a hot Virtual Boy and got 1,000 views, which is actually probably more than like his other playthroughs. That's it. That we hit the heart of the problem. It took 20 minutes to get there, but Phil got there. Stern says a class writes an essay and they all choose the same topic. Naturally, the one student that put zero effort or research into this essay is going to fail. Exactly. We know he did no research because he didn't know you couldn't stream through it. And he put in no effort because he just set it up and was like, guys, I'm going to now tell you what I'm seeing. And then proceed to badly narrate it for an hour. Knight says, hell, I could narrate it better, and I hate the sound of my own voice. And it was not like there's no fun, there's no joking around, there's nothing performative, like, I see I have 3 hearts and three lives, and now I'm going to go, and there's this chain swinging back and forth. That's not interesting. That's boring. It's dull. Anyone could do it. Just because your DSP doesn't give you a fucking blank check. In fact, it's the opposite.
It was a sinking ship. There's no way I could get DSP gaming to grow. It's done.
It
Even
is.
if I were to change the formula of what I do on DSP gaming to be longer videos, edited videos, nothing's going to work. That's the point I'm making. How much money do I make on a video like that? Probably $2. No exaggeration. I'll probably make $2 on that video in ad revenue.
By the way, he now admits, oh, I only make $2 a video. And yet this man, for the longest time, did not play music on his videos because they would be demonetized. Make it make sense. Anyone make it make sense. So he was sweating it over $2. It was important to him.
Now I think you see my point. No one watches the raw content because it's stolen.
No one, oh my god, no one watches the raw content because it's boring. It's boring. Phil, you should be on your hands and knees thanking the gods that people are out there that can actually make you somewhat interesting. You should. Because if anyone was just going off the raw content, they would be bored to tears and then they would leave. People come to your stream accidentally because they're like, that's interesting. I wonder if he's always seething and rude and angry. Oh no, most of the time he's boring and begs. Knight says, ironically, he hammed up for the golf game, but it was boring. Yeah, he did ham up a little for the golf game, but it was boring for the rest of it.
Okay? That's where I was going with that. Is that I did all this hard work yesterday. I covered it.
Fuck off. I did this hard work. Oh, I had to put it out of the box and explain what it looked like. Phil, come on. Hard work? Really? You're a bitch.
And, you know, can you imagine if actually no one stole the fucking content and actually watched it at the source? If I actually got paid for my work?
You would get 2,000 views instead of 1,500. Actually, you probably get less. Some people probably did go to the video like, oh, what's this about? And then that's probably where the 1,500 came from. This man really, it's like what Snort Burnell says. This man believes he should be able to turn on the camera, sit there, poop his pants, and get, you know, $150 a stream. Knight says no one watches the raw content for the same reason no one drinks raw sewage. Exactly.
But that's how the internet works. Everyone steals everything now. That's why I enjoy being an interactive live streamer and making my income on the stream, not on the residuals. Because I used to be the residuals guy, and the residuals completely disappear when everyone constantly steals your content. Okay? So there you have it.
Phil, the stealing, the whole detractor stealing content stuff, as far as I know, was kind of a recent phenomenon. The reason why you lost all your fucking residuals is because you came in early with this concept, and then of like just putting out a bunch of gameplay videos, and then the internet caught up with you, and you failed to adapt. That's why you lost your residuals. If anything, people like stealing your content and putting it out there, you know, which stealing, you know, fair use, all that bullshit. Some do. But, like, that should be, oh my god, look at this guy. Look at what he's gameplaying. I'm going to go look. You know? I would have never seen some of the things I've seen if it weren't for, like, clips of, like, oh, what's that? What's that guy doing? Or who's this channel? And then I go and see. And then I'm like, hey, actually, he's pretty funny. I'm going to keep watching. But that doesn't work with you, Phil. Because you're an asshole. And devoid of charisma. And boring. That's it. Zorin says, sinking? That shit is sunk. The iceberg of reality hit him ages ago. Titanic the stream. The sinkable Burnell. Cat threw that pig off the door for being too loud. Get him, Cat. Get him!
Tearing up.
Take half his shit.
And if you're wondering what this is, it's very simple. His detractors have accused him of having a kid and basically being a deadbeat dad and not paying child support. And then he puts this up on his stream. Okay? So, in summary, this is basically saying he supposedly owns...
Phil, I thought that you weren't going to do drama content anymore. Because it's beneath you. and you weren't going to do commentary stuff, and you weren't going to shit on other people because you are the positive streamer that doesn't step on anyone's neck in order to make a buck, Phil, then what the fuck is this? Please explain to the class what you are presenting if you're the person that is totally above drama content. Can you tell us? Like, this guy must have he's like the Drew Barrymore from 51st States. Every day he wakes up, he's like, oh man, a totally new day. I'm not going to remember any of the shit that I said before until someone brings it up. And then he's like, no. That's not what happened. My version of reality is what happened. Like, this is drama content. The thing you said that you weren't going to do because it was an experiment. I had to get down and dirty, which was bullshit. By the way, that $500 debate offer, still up if you're man enough to take it.
Or owes around $9,000 of back child support because of legal orders against him, okay? So he shows this and everyone's freaking out like, what the hell did he just do? Why did he put that on his stream, okay? So you might say, well, what does this have to do with view botting and all of that? Well, that's a good question. The next day, all of a sudden, LTG is complaining.
Ugh, look at that side profile. Even his side profiles have a fucking scumbag. Zern says, petty spiteful bitches like Phil need to spill the tea of their obsessions. Yeah, he is obsessed with LTG. Weirdly, I don't know why. Nice says, I reject your reality and substitute my own. It was funny when Am Savage said, not so much coming out of Phil's dirty banana mouth. Squeeze banana. Phil, it comes in denim. Did you know that?
About lost revenue on his stream. And it's like, isn't it weird that the day before, he accidentally puts that up on his screen, and then on his very next stream, he's complaining about Kick taking money away from him. All right?
By the way, I have that cat tree. It's a good cat tree. Gelato loves that cat tree.
Dramatic, toxic content. Stop being a drama queen.
The reversion will remain the same. Please keep in mind that long-form videos are not allowed, especially if there's insufficient interaction with your viewers. Additionally, if you want to watch this type of content, please disable your KVP toggle, blah, blah, blah. Do people that spam IRLs on the platform? Do they interact with their viewers? So anytime we watch...
Okay, we're in fucking detractorception here, because there's Phil detracting about LTG, and now I'm here detracting about Phil. Like, we're hitting the third layer. We're almost in limbo, everyone. Dun dun. You know, like, Phil, also, you know, usually you have to say something other than just spurging out about his fucking finance, like that little thing. Like, just look at him. Just look at him. Look at his dumbass face. Like, he's like, oh, man, I got this guy, and I'm going to make a bunch of money like my detractors. Phil, you're rolling around down in the dirt with the detractors for nothing. No one likes this. Your audience has already said they hate it. And yet he just needs to soothe his ego. It's just like, at least I'm not LTG. Oh, yeah. Like, it's the same thing with Wings. Except he can trolls Wings.
Shadrewski shit, I'm going to kill the kick stream. 1,000%.
So, here's what happened, okay?
Oh,
First
he was
of all,
going to say
everyone
something.
knows that, well, LTG is rampantly accused of view-botting his content, okay?
Okay.
That it always says somehow he has thousands of viewers everywhere he streams, whether it's Twitch, whether
All
it's
right.
Kick, no matter where he's streaming, somehow he has thousands of viewers, right?
Crazy.
But when you look at his chat literally never moves.
Like
ever.
yours?
It just sits there.
That's like me, right?
Yeah.
That's like me.
Sorprenell hit on the head. Like, his chat is fucking slow. At least he only has like 100 people, though. So, I don't know. I don't actually give a shit about the whole, like, LTG, whatever it is. Zern says, I hate that handsome man. Why won't he wear denim? See, LTG, should you ever see this, if you want Phil to get off your case, you gotta wear the denim, because he knows that's where bananas come from.
And every once in a while, there's a trickle. Like, for example, there's something called a chat rate on YouTube. If you don't know what a chat rate is, it's basically how many people are talking and at what speed they're talking. I have a chat rate right now of 15, which is a good rating. A great chat rate would be like 50.
Probably
right?
a lot of people
But
saying,
me,
Phil,
I'm a
stop
small
this.
time guy. I got a chat rate of 15. When I play a slower game, like if I'm playing Dragon Quest 7, it'll go down to like 5. That there are creators out there that they don't necessarily do anything better than anyone else.
Oh my god.
But they're just popular. Why? Because they're popular. Just because they have that view count, because they have that number of subs, that number of attention on them.
Breaking news, everyone. Popular people are popular. More at 10.
For some reason, people check them out because they heard that they're big. Okay? And that's what certain creators are now trying to do. They're trying to game the system by fooling people into thinking they're big. Guy literally sits there on his stream making content for no one. No,
That's you, Phil. Oh, I just snapped out my coma. That, like, that's you. That is 100% you. You are making content for no one and then squeezing your sycophants for what little money they have. You just explained yourself. Again, as usual, always.
no one's there. There's probably like maybe 100 people, right? Tops.
Phil, there's like 8 people that like you. Maybe. Maybe 8. I'm being generous with 8. I think it's probably less.
He's lying about 90% of his audience. It's all bots just sitting there, and that's why they don't talk. Okay? Now, he has it set up that when he wants, they'll respond. Because you can check this out. When he was doing his big react to me, whenever it was, a few weeks ago, a month ago, he literally said to his chat, "Hey, chat, move." And then immediately the chat goes, because he has it programmed that way. Okay? He is literally faking his success. It's all bullshit. And Kick is calling him out on it. So what happened was, they demonetized him for that stream, okay? Now, keep in mind, he's already been demonetized before for fake subs, meaning Kick actually caught the fact that someone gifted him a whole bunch of subscriptions on Kick, and then they pulled the plug on it and charged them all back, but they had already paid him for them, so then they made him pay him back. He had to stream for like a month.
Oh my god, who the fuck cares? God, even as a detractor, he sucks. Like, that's the easiest thing in the world to do. It's to shit on people. Like, especially if they deserve it. Like you, Phil. But Snorpernell brought up an interesting point a little while ago, which was that he's trying... What fucking DSP is trying to do is shift his detractors to LTG. Phil, my man, my good bitch, that's not how this works. You know, that would be like trying to take off a leech with a pair of chopsticks. You know, could you do it? Maybe. Will it probably work? Absolutely not. It's just insane behavior from a man who out of touch with reality. Knight says that I'm betting the next stream was Phil claiming to be a puppet master because this got picked up by detractors. I think he just ignored it, but I wouldn't be surprised. Zern says totally fake. No chat responds when the streamer talks to them, right? Like, no chat with a lot of people. If I go, hey, you know, put X in the chat, or Popcat. Oh, we saw the Popcat. You know, no chat's going to respond to that by putting Popcat in the chat. It's this way of thinking is insane. Look, I got 2 Popcats already. I got 2 Popcats. Oh, you can't see it because you're on YouTube, but like, I got 2 Popcats already just because, yeah, I said Popcat and they responded with Popcat. You know, and this is only a 4-viewer chat. You know, I do this for the videos. Oh, 3. We got 3 Popcats. But Phil doesn't believe in that. And I think that's very telling for his character. Because he can't wrap his head around someone actually being successful. He believes that they're view-botting. Phil, that's very telling of one's inner workings. If they can't believe it happened, it's because they're the ones doing it themselves. Phil, you kind of just played yourself on this one. Which is par for the course.
Made no money. He was literally paying back Kick the money that they had basically gave him a loan for. Okay?
The Phil drama show every day.
I love drama.
That drama shit.
I love it. I crave the drama.
I'm a streamer. I know how my...
Are you? Are you? Some would say no. I am one of them.
My chat moves with real people in it. Okay? I know how it works. I know that these people who are, you know, making fun of me in the Kick chat are real people. They're just kind of mean, but they are real people. I know that the people talking in my YouTube chat are real people. I have a chat rate of 21 right now in my YouTube chat. You know, this is, you know, legit stuff. This guy sits there and talks to himself. If you actually watch his streams, you'll notice all he's doing is like lecturing. There's no back and forth discussion. He doesn't actually have like a conversational tone with anyone. It's just I'm talking down to you. That's his streams. So Kick has said,
Yeah, your chat's moving like wildfire there, Phil. Also, I'm watching a couple of them, and it's like, yeah, you have detractors. Good job. So guys, I know they're not bots because they're mean to me. Is that better? I mean, I guess like logistically maybe, but like, is that really like winning in this regard? You know, like condo would be expensive in CT, you know, in Connecticut. They're just trolls. Like YouTube has treated you well, honestly. Not many can have a normal life doing content full time. Good job. You know, it's so many viewers. I think it showed that there's like 20 or so actual chatters. Like it's just usually, well, this is YouTube chat. YouTube chat's pretty lobotomized. His Kick chat's wild. Oh, Kevin Bernstein, totally not Phil, which or Phil's wife. Knight says only if the ones making the mean comments are me and Zurin. Yeah, see, I know you're real. I know you're real.
if you're going to make this kind of content, if you're just going to sit there and watch someone else's video for an hour and just comment on it, and you're not going to talk to your chat, and your chat doesn't move, that's not a stream we want to monetize and pay you for, and we're not going to.
The biggest moron on YouTube doing drama shit.
They're bots. They don't want to pay for bot views. So they're basically telling him, we're not going to pay you anymore because you're botting every day. If he would turn the bots off, or whoever's botting him, because maybe it's one of his followers or viewers, it could be someone he pays to do, or maybe they're, oh, do me a solid, bot me, right? If they would stop doing it, it would look way small. Like, I guarantee you, if he turned the bots off right now, his views would be 1/10 of what they say they are. I'm not shitting you. He's probably 90% botted, okay? If he turned it off, he would not look as popular or prominent or successful as he is, but he'd at least make money. The guy owes $9,000 of back pay for child support he hasn't paid, and it's just going to keep accumulating because there's going to be fees and things on top of that.
Gosh, Phil, that sounds an awful lot like you are assuming about someone's life just from clips that were stolen. Was this clip stolen, Phil? Are you watching a detractor clip? That clip's stolen, Phil. That's very ungentlemanly of you. You should go to the stream, directly to LTG stream and get it. Why aren't you doing that, Phil? Why are you stealing his content, Phil? You bastard. You're as culpable as everyone else now for LTG's downfall because you stole his clips. And now he's not going to make any money because they're all watching Phil. They're not watching LTG. See how stupid that is? See how dumb that sounds, Phil? It's fucking stupid. You're stupid. Zurin says, Jesus, Phil is half pig, half projector. He's the eye pig. It's like IMAX, but for pigs. Zurin says, it might not be real. Depends on my sobriety at the moment. Fair enough. Fair enough. I can feel that.
I mean, what it sounds to me like he's going to court for it. Like he's
Also, who the fuck cares about view botting? No one gives a shit about view botting. Of all the detractor comments, he picks the dumbest, most boring one. Oh, he inflates his numbers. Who fucking cares? The only people who care about that is Kick and YouTube. This is such a weird thing to like go off on.
going to be arguing in court. That's not my kid. I'm not paying this money or whatever, right? The guy needs every dollar he can make, but he can't get out of this rut of, I need to look popular. I need to be big. He's not. But he's trying to fool everyone and probably himself to thinking that he's more popular than he is.
That's like me, right? That's like me. Read.
I mean, it is like him. This man is currently on the ego arc. He's 100% in the ego moment. He's spending money. He's faking tips. Money he probably doesn't have, in all honesty. He bought the $100 Virtual Boy for no reason, and then was seething about it. I mean, he's still a brokey bum.
I couldn't dodge after.
He's still a brokey bum. It's just
Damn it, this is hard.
fact he
You
makes
can't
money.
Heal. It's hard because you can't heal. That's why that's a hard boss fight.
Last chance if obviously you would like to support.
like this. The tip's Anon. It's a $50 Anon tip. Like, yeah, we believe you, Phil, because you get Anon tips for $50 all the time. And then it's just like, oh, it's an Anon tip. That's good. Phil, come on. Again, you want to show us wrong? Show your fucking PayPal chart. Show it. Show your actual PayPal chart. That would shut everyone up. It's like, nope, see, look, here's my tip. Because they're always tips. They're always tips. So they should be showing up in your fucking PayPal chart. Show the chart, Phil. And from your actual, like, PayPal, the browser. I don't believe any screenshot. That's bullshit.
Support the Hollow Knight stream in any way. It would be nice to get anything else, but, you know, it's been a great stream. I'm not complaining whatsoever. Okay.
Knight says his tips are all wrapped in denim.
So please, even if, man,
Those are his
I can
favorite
only give
tips.
Bill a couple bucks, that's great. That's fine. It adds up. No matter what I can pay off, it helps, okay? So please consider tipping if at all you can, all right?
Now let us get to a nice round 150. I'm just saying, if someone were to drop a $50 contribution, we could see the briefcase of affluence again on this stream. Wouldn't that be exciting?
No. No, it absolutely would not. This briefcase of affluence, the fucking animation grift he's got going right now, it's so stupid. Guys, give me $50 and you can watch an animation that you could easily do by going on YouTube or actually playing the fucking game. It's the briefcase animation from Yakuza. Like, I think it's Yakuza. But, like, ooh, wow, that's worth $50. I get to see a GIF for 30 seconds, or for, like, 3 seconds. Whee! By the way, he did do the $100 grift again. Do you want to know what it is? For Resident Evil 9? I'm going to spoil it for you. It was the trailer for Resident Evil 9. This man has no shame. He has no fucking shame whatsoever. What a fucking asshole.
For the record, no, I don't think we'll be seeing the briefcase of affluence again today, but...
You shouldn't.
Just saying, it would be nice to end the stream on a nice round 200 of support, just saying. Okay.
Make up for that
It's
$50
time
tip,
for
I
me
don't even
to,
think.
Upload and eat. I'm hungry. I wonder what my wife made for dinner, because we had a couple of options today, and I have no idea which one she made.
She should make you a knuckle sandwich for waking her.
But I am hungry. So, enjoy the videos. If you didn't, attend the whole stream, I'm going to upload them right now. Also, the podcast today was a good one. Tonight's late stream is RimWorld. On the late stream, I'm some kind of a crazy addict. And now I sit around.
Alright, that was the whole thing. As we can see, he's seething about why he's not making money. His whale hunt's going very poorly so far. The whales have not come. He has not seen a single whale yet, even though he's going viral. He needs that money. He really, really does. And we proved once again for the 150 millionth time, he is a hypocrite who says one thing, does another, and then will say a different thing to cover up the thing that he said before. But if you like what I've said, please make like a werewolf and like and subscribe. Very much appreciate it. More than Phil ever would with anything. And if you made it this far, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. All right. Do you think it's only 8? We're gonna do one more, and then we'll do the nobody comes when Phil. Oh my god. That's true. Definitely not his poor wife. Ooh, big ol' drink. His poor fucking wife. She's unsatisfied. Alright, stop doing that. Alright. I think this one's only... Oh, shit. It's 22 minutes. What time is it right now? Let's do one more. Let's do one... Or we could do the iDubbbz Dragon. The iDubbbz Dragon, I think, is only like 15 minutes. Should we just do the iDubbbz one quick and then wrap it up with some palate cleansers? Because I feel like I don't comment as much on the iDubbbz one. Although I say that and I turned a 30-minute clip into I believe it was like 100 and... Phil can't find it. She probably can't find it either. That's because it's not wrapped in denim. It's not a banana. He needs to have it squeezed in his mouth. All right, let's stop doing that. You know what? Let's do the iDubbbz one. Let's do this one's going to be 22 minutes. It's probably going to be an hour with the way I fucking jaw on. Let's do the here, we can go this way. Oh, he's playing RimWorld right now. Oh, how delightful. Oh, sorry, no, it's his 30-minute fucking pre-roll. That's right. Oh shit. Well, let's go into. There we go. Oh, it's 21 minutes. Oh,
Hire some.
why not? Let's fucking do it. Like I said, I don't commentate as much on fucking iDubbbz. Plus, actually, they're doing pretty gangbusters. The two iDubbbz clips I have. So, yeah, we'll do this one, and then we'll have some nice palette cleansers. Also, I am thinking for the future of doing Good Feels Friday and doing like positive stuff. Yeah, I don't have anything going on tonight. I can do at least 5. So what I would like is it has to be stuff related to like gaming, movies, or science, something like that. And I'm thinking like on Fridays we end the week with like some good stuff, some like good commentating, something with like games or something. I don't know. I'm still like workshopping it, but I might try and do something like that. Might find some stuff myself. So you can look forward to that, because I feel like we can get to a point where, you know, we're doing all this stuff. Not this Friday night. No, I'm not prepared for it. I have nothing. But in a future Friday, we'll I think start that little tradition. Either that or Wednesday. I'm thinking Friday though. One of the 2 days. Friday would be good because I'm usually like kind of stretched for time anyway, so that'd be nice. iDubbbz gets some views for anyone. I mean, he is a dragon right now. That's pretty weird, right? Yeah. But let's get this one going so we can get this one done, and then do our palette cleansers, and then have ourselves a lovely night. I haven't seen it. I've seen it, like, I did skip around a little bit. It doesn't look like anything crazy, but I've been fooled before, so would be annoyed to miss. Yeah, it won't be this Friday. And I think I might do it like every Friday, but not this Friday. At least not this Friday. Probably not this month. It'll probably be like April. I'll probably start doing stuff like that. But let's get this going. Let's get it rolling. Hey there, how's it going? It's everyone's favorite Draconic Saberwolf on the internet, here with everyone's least favorite dragon. That's right, we're here with Scorched Legume, otherwise known as iDubbbz. And he's the dragon again, and he's doing weird shit. I've actually not seen this, except skipping around to make sure it's not like anything too crazy. So we're going to experience this together and see how much he's grown as a VTuber. I'm going to guess not at all, but it's always fun to watch this dragon do stupid shit. So if you like what you see here, make sure you make like a werewolf and like and subscribe. And for the shout out, it is, oh shoot, it's Empathy Enjoyer Jama. Empathy Enjoyer Jama. So if you like this video, go to Empathy Enjoyer Jama, give him a like and comment, and give this one a like and comment. But let's get going.
I hope you're ready for the presentation of a sentry. Okay, my slideshow.
Oh boy, we're already off to a good start. We're off to a banger of a start. A slideshow, because you know what every VTuber is like, what brings in the views is slideshows. I remember I look at YouTube all the time. I'm like, man, I need to see more slideshows. I miss them. I want to be in an office-like setting, and I want to see slides of probably stupid shit that I don't care about, and then react to them. Zern says, fun to watch the dragon do stupid shit. Why does that sound familiar? I'm only half dragon. So, it's better. Knight says a dragon does not make a slideshow interesting. No, it does not. So, and the fact it's called Harassment Podcast Overhaul. Ah, man, it's gonna be probably cringe as fuck. But let's strap in. I'm for it. I'm all here for it.
Presentation is beginning.
Poofy goes slideshow. Is he DSP maxing? He might be.
I hope the PT podcast is paying attention, because this
PT.
this presentation is all about overhauling the Harassment Podcast. We're trying to improve it. Also, let
Okay.
me get rid of the music. Take notes, Giardia, the rest, BBL. Pay attention, BBL. This is a good faith effort to rebuild, rebrand, reestablish the H3 podcast as a thing that some people might respect.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you when you say it's a good faith effort. There's something in my bones that says this dragon is actually going to be a massive asshole to the H3 podcast, which is the Ethan Klein one, which is the one that IDub stabbed in the back with the content cop when they were best friends, and then they've been feuding ever since, as far as I'm aware. And Zern says, yeah, but when you and Vera do stupid shit together, you equal one dragon. I can't argue with math. Knight says, and you're doing that with a free 3D rendered dragon from FaceRig? It's a $3 animated dragon from Animes, which used to be FaceRig. Gotcha there. Now that's some DSP splaining right there. Let's keep going. Let's see what this fucking dumbass dragon has to say.
I'm not setting my sights very high. Maybe one, maybe two people might say, oh, I'll give it a chance. Whatever happened to Giardia? Oh, I think she retreated into her cave. That tends to be the outcome for people who are like, oh no, I'm anonymous online, and now my PT boss is giving me all this screen time. Maybe I don't like it so much. Step 1, PT podcast. Rebrand.
Like trying to become a dragon? Like trying to be a VTuber, even though everyone knows who you are and you still do it from the same stream because you're kind of an idiot? Alright, and now also I paused it on Harassment 3 stories, live streams, and lawsuits. Which, if you remember from the previous one that we did of this dumbass dragon, he was pretty much trying to speedrun a defamation lawsuit. So let's see what the Law Dragon has to say about it.
Right now, you're known as the H3 podcast. H3, of course, stands for we don't know. Nobody knows. None of the fans know. They just say, yes, it's an H. We don't know what it stands for. I am here to say it can stand for harassment. Very easy. And that 3 could be cubed. You put this together, sort of like Nerd Cubed. Shout out Nerd Cubed. I don't mean to involve you in any of this, but now.
I feel like the 3 could be the 3 brain cells this dude's rubbing together to try and get this going. 3 hydrogen atoms? It could be. Like, who cares? Also, your name was iDubbbz. What's the story behind that? I know there is one. I remember from the documentary, but like most people are like, what? What's an iDubbbz? Why is there an N3 over there that I just noticed? I'm starting to regret maybe not reviewing this before I did it. I'm just probably joshing. And so this is unlike Scorched Lagoon, which stands for Watched Up and Loser. Oh, Nerds Cube. Okay, thank you. I always go to the worst place. I should have more good faith that this dragon is going to be absolutely fucking stupid. I should. I don't. He doesn't deserve it, but I should.
What is the harassment going to stand for? Of course, Instagram stories, live streams, and lawsuits. All things the harassment podcast is known for. Not laughs, no hee-hee. No hee-hee, they're here. Oh, Matilda brings up a good point. Hassan, Hassan, Hassan. True. Very true. What else can we do for the rebrand, you might be asking? There are...
Yeah, like Poofy said, a simple Google search will tell you what the H is. Just like for iDubbbz, like, but most people don't care that much. They just like, oh, H3 podcast, interesting, and then move on with their lives. Also, it's the harassment Q, but you couldn't think of 3 H words to put in there for it. Like for harassment cubed, instead of like story lives, you couldn't even get one. It's not H3, it's SLL or SL squared. Except you have to separate the S. See how confusing this is already? You're bad at this. You're a bad dragon, not the fun kind.
There are more options.
I know I made that
You
joke
can
last time,
call it
but
the PT podcast. Parentheses, not Peter Thiel. Make
Okay.
it clear to everyone that PT stands for something else. Pedo troll. That's what it stands for. This man, this greasy, sweaty, drippy man. Another option? The Small Cowardly Man podcast. Because primarily the show is about one small cowardly man who picks on all sorts of people across the internet.
Knight says hateful, hopeless harassment. Look, 3 H's right there. Like, my audience beat you, fucking iDubbbz. And that was off the top of his head. Also, please, Scorched Lagoon, go to the whiteboard and tell me how this is a good faith rebranding. Because it's kind of sound like you're taking the piss. It kind of sounds like you're an angry, seething individual who's angry at H3 or the podcast or the person because you mentioned pedo troll again. And you're just kind of like malding at nothing in particular. Zern came up with it. Habitually harass and harangue. Nice use of harangue. I haven't heard that one in a while. But like...
By the way, this isn't a Courage the Cowardly Dog reference. This is just the attributes of this person. Small and cowardly.
Also, none of these jokes are landing. Like, I don't even know, like, who's Peter Thiel? Like, if this was a broad audience type of introspective, it's failing. It's
You can
failing
call
hard.
it Hobbit Diaries, which I think would be quite appropriate because I have no problem flying over the podcast and blasting them like the dragon would blast the Shire. Oh, Madwo says 5'3" is not small, dude.
I'm just going to point out, at the end of the book, the dragon dies, and the hobbit's fine and actually gets rich. So this is actually a very, very apt description of what has happened in real life, as far as I'm aware. Good job.
True. When compared to a goblin, perhaps, when compared to a little rat on the ground. But yes, positively gigantic.
Also, rip Smog.
Next up, we could just call the podcast Porn Brained, and they could make associations to all sorts of different types of pornography that the host has watched recently. That would be fun. We can learn all sorts of new terminology. I heard about a porn category the other day. It's called Gonzo. What in the world is that? I know there's a puppet from the Muppets named Gonzo. Anyway, I don't want to distract you from that. These are some ideas for the Porn Brain podcast. You can call it the PBP. The PBP. Enjoy. Next up, step...
Good one? Question mark? Oh, it's saying Peter Thiel's a rich scumbag similar to Muskie. Probably worse. Ah. I still don't get... Oh, I guess he's saying, like, he's also that... Yeah. See, it's too much. If I have to, like, get it explained to me, you failed. You failed. So, slide 1 is a failure. I'm calling it like I see it. The dragon sucked on slide 1. Maybe slide 2 will be better. I don't know. I have not seen this presentation. I was not here for the last business meeting. Knight says, super chill content, Phil. Oh, wait. Ooh, when you're being compared to Phil, oh, boy, have you fallen. Knight says, great good faith rebranding there, iDubbbz. Zern says, I don't know the connect, just the name. And that's right. Poofy, oh, thank you, Zern, for sparing the political stuff. Poofy Hui says his wife does porn on OnlyFans. She does OnlyFans. What is this? Oh my god, my mind just got blown because I forgot that up until now. How can you say that someone is porn-brained when your wife is an OF model? You can't. That would be like if I'm like, oh, it's iDubbbz, he's porn-brained. He's always thinking about porn. That would make no sense if you know what I do for a living. Like, it's crazy. This makes no sense. That's a good point. His wife does porn on OnlyFans. And then he's calling other people porn-brained. What a hypocrite. There's another one. There's another H. Hypocrite. That's a good H. That's like a strong H word. Failing. This dragon is failing, man. He should get an H for his grade. Knight said, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle... Yeah, exactly. It's very hypocritical. Very hypocritical, Mr. Dragon. And Poofy says, it's not good. It's not good. It's not even good, OnlyFans. Ah, man, no wonder he has to stream as a dragon. If he ain't getting that OF money. Zern saying the tiny dick cuck dragon is probably projecting. Yeah, 100%. Alright, let's move on. Slide 2. Alright, let's go. This apparently is going to be an entire presentation dissing the H3 podcast. Didn't you do like the... Isn't this what the content cop was about or something like that? Or is that just the guy, the Ethan Klein?
1 to improving the podcast. Poetry. Poetry with a man who knows all about edible gold sheets. Now I will read you an excerpt from the main podcast host. This is what he wrote on his Instagram story, if you can believe it. You are gilded with edible gold sheets, and underneath you are corroded and rusted like an old bucket fished out of a lake. And like a fished-out bucket, you carry swamp water full of pond scum. But you're not even a useful bucket. You have holes from the corrosion. You spill disease-ridden impotable water with every step. Everywhere you go is marked by foul-smelling sewage water and slime.
I'm just gonna let him
When
go.
those that you carry water for smell you, they fear people might suspect it's they who stink. And we all conclude in unison, it's best to put the scum bucket back in the swamp. Oh, what a lovely analogy for...
I mean, as a writer, as someone who does this for a living, not poetry, but like just writing in general, it's not bad. I mean, the pacing could use some work, and, you know, there's definitely a couple of issues with, like, you know, the whole theming and stuff like that. The gilded with edible gold sheets, that's actually pretty good. I'm probably gonna use that. That's a good analogy. But yeah, no, it's, you know, and it's poetry, it's subjective, my dude. Excuse me. Like, who is one to critique a poem? Now, some poems are objectively bad, and, you know, is this one going to go in, like, the next big book of poems? Probably not, but, you know, I didn't not like it. It's like poetry. It rhymes. You know, not everything has to be in the ABAB format. Not everything has to be ABBA or anything like that. So, I don't know what he's about to say. I just wanted to get my 2 cents in before the dragon did. I don't know. It's not bad. You know, like I said, could use some refinement. Could use definitely some pacing and some, you know, could use some better verbiage. A little better rhyming scheme. But Zernstedt says the famously stinky streamer, fucking garbage dragon. This man is this poem about him? Is that why he's angry about it? Because he's a stinky dragon, and anyone who holds water for him is a stinky dragon by association? I can see why you'd be seething then.
I don't know what. I don't think anyone ever found out what this was about. It is
Was it you?
fascinating that a grown man would type all of this nonsense out. Now, it is entertaining, I will admit. That's why I'm reading it here. We have to give him his flowers. And that brings me to the solution. The male host has a
It's really not that hard to decipher, Mr. Dragon Man, Mr. Legume. This is my interpretation, and all poetry is, interpretive. But what he's saying is that if you vouch for terrible people, you are, you might be considered a terrible person by association. That if you carry the bucket of stinky water, people may think you are stinky. I mean, it's not that terribly deep. So, I don't know. Ethan Klein, if you ever see this, shoot me a comment. Was I right? I'd like to think I'm pretty good at this, but I could be wrong. Again, subjective. Let's see what the fucking dumbass dragon's about to say.
talent for poetry. We mustn't let this edible gold man waste his gilded talents, lest he become a scumbucket that is thrown back into the swamp. I think every episode, Pedo Troll should read out
Yeah,
the
to include
latest
Pedo Troll.
poem that he's devised. It could be about one of his enemies. I think that's where a majority of his passion is derived from. I think the next episode of the Harassment Podcast should involve a poem of I-dubs. Or perhaps a poem about the scorched legume. No using ChatGPT. No using Claude. No using Google Gemini. You have to use your own decrepit brain. Yes.
Is Ethan Klein ignoring this man? This feels like a very desperate look at me statement. As we're going on. At first I thought he was just taking the piss, but now it's starting to feel like he wants to be talked about by Ethan Klein and he's not being talked about, so he's deliberately kind of throwing this little temper tantrum. Is he not getting the attention he wants? Is he not getting, any eyes looked at him? Is he being a little baby dragon? Get back in your egg, baby dragon.
Yes, I know it's difficult, but look at all of these beautiful, intelligent words. 1 is poetry. Remember this. Write notes. Step 2. The male host should acquire a BBL. The male host should find a good surgeon in the Hollywood.
Now who's porn-brained? You're thinking about this man's ass? That's porn-brained as it gets. You're fixated on another dude's butt. That's weird. That's very porn-brained. Fantasizing about another man's behind. It's never a good thing. Nice says the only thing appropriately dragon-like about him is his oversized ego. Yeah. And he's gay. This is a very gay dragon, which is alright. We support gay dragons here. But you shouldn't be fixating on people's butts that you don't like. It's just not good behavior. That's very unhealthy.
Hills should be easy with all of his connections and revenue. I think he should spend upwards of 50 G's on a Brazilian buttocks lift. Why a BBL? I'm glad you asked. Step 1. It will make him irresistible to an internet audience.
As Knight said, Legume, you're married. You're married! Why are you lusting over another man like this? The imp is going to be very upset to find out that the dragon is lusting over the cheeks of another man and wants them to be fuller and bigger, to be irresistible, so he can just stare, mesmerized by Ethan Klein's voluptuous butt cheeks after he gets the BBL. So, yeah, why are you looking at someone else's butt? It's weird. Who's porn brain now? Again.
We are all accustomed to seeing big, juicy buttocks online, and I think this would be a great, unusual, but unique strategy to bring in new viewership. I was thinking about putting in that audio of that guy saying, "Big booty bitches, I've got big booty bitches, I've got big booty bitches." Oh, we got a hater comment. Oh no, a hater in the chat. I will address the hater, and I will scorch them. He says,
You really shouldn't, but let's hear it.
"God, you guys are fucking pathetic. All you do is nothing but produce hatred. I hope your career continues forever so that everyone except y'all can make money from your pain."
Oh shit, the DSP curse. They're trying to put the DSP curse on him. Run, Scorch Lagoon. You don't want the DSP curse. You don't want it.
I don't know what you're talking about, but if you're talking about iDubbbz, I have one thing to say. Die!
No,
And
he
yes,
upgraded his.
This
his
is
thing.
one of the surgeons in the Hollywood Hills. This is what they look like. Speak to him. He'll be able to do great work for you. Now, how will this...
By the way, as far as like improving streams, I do got one from my audience. He says that your avatar should be a butthead, since you're so fixated on butts and you love the butts of men, particularly Ethan Klein's, that you should just, you should just embrace the butt and you should be a butthead. Get that snout fit right up in there and be a butthead.
improve the podcast? Number one, he will be able to relate to his modified employees. Any currently modified employees and future modified employees, he will have something in common with them. Whether they're small or large, rich or poor, he will say, "We are both modified." And most importantly, he will be focused on recovery, leaving him less time for anything else. Less time and less money for suing people like Frogan and Denims and K.
Guys, I'm starting to think that the dragon is not doing this in good faith. It's a tickling in the back of my head, in the back of my mind, that this is not good constructive criticism. I feel it. Knight says also should reflect the owner because he's just a giant ass. Oh, you know what he should be? There was an old cartoon on Adult Swim called Assy McGee. That should be him. He should be Assy McGee. Just a butt who's a cop. Except he doesn't have to be the cop. It's just the butt. Same thing comes out both ends. That's true, Knight.
Casey Tron. Someone said he could take it on the chin. What do you mean? The BBL? Yes, I do agree. I think he'll take it on the chin. All right, that was step 2. Now we're moving on to step 3.
No sense.
Save your questions for the end. I will answer all questions at the end of the presentation. Step 3. Pedo Troll. Admit that you're a washed and chopped unk. Yeah.
The irony is very strong with this one. I'm gonna have to call it out that apparently this man streams to like 40 or 50,000 people per podcast, and you are a dragon. Like you were a big deal in YouTube to the point where you were a millionaire, and now you had to run to Canada and you are VTubing for money while your wife does OnlyFans. I feel like there's a little bit of the one finger pointing at the person, 3 fingers pointing back situation, pot calling Kel black, all that stuff. Let's see what you have to say.
Yes, it is that simple. You are washed, you are chopped, much like Bobby Lee, but Bobby Lee is a comedian. Hire someone to be a co-host.
Jesus, Bobby Lee catching strays on this one. Sorry, Bobby Lee. I don't know, I know he's a comedian, I don't know his style of thefts, but should the dragon really be roasting the man?
To make up for how washed and chopped you are. Someone who is funny and talented. It should not be difficult. These are the characteristics listed of the host. Number 1, the host has a...
Is he trying to get on the podcast? Is he saying that he should be the co-host? Because I wouldn't hire this man to be a co-host on this. And I literally am just doing this for fun. And I would still not. Not even close. Zerrin says burnt brain eye flubs is needlessly long-winded for shallow digs and endless projection, right? Like, he is digging endlessly to try and find some gold, but it's all the top soil. It's all the top layer. He's not getting down in there. He's not really doing anything. But boy, can he just dig nothing.
Lot of connections. He has not burned any bridges. I hope you're sensing the sarcasm here. He has a squeaky clean history and reputation. Oh, so true. He has left a lasting positive impression on his guests. Yes, he has not dogged on every possible connection he's had on his podcast. Oh, yes, that's a good idea, J-Tran. He says, higher I-dubs, question mark? Yes. Oh, that is so smart. If only he surrounded himself with talent. Oh, dear Lord.
What would surrounding himself with talent have to do with hiring iDubbbz? Because iDubbbz doesn't have any talent. Oh, now the dragon got burned. I know that was stupid, but I just thought of it and I had to do it. Nice new avatar suggestion. Rusty broken old movie projector. It once brought joy to huge crowds, but is now useless, unsalvageable, a garbage. There we go. That's it. Zerrin says the guy makes Phil seem energetic. Oh yeah, so even when he's the dragon, he's so low energy. Like, it's crazy how, like, even when he's like trying to play it up and uses the voice and he's got the flames and he's trying to do all that stuff, he's just dull. He's just boring. It's just sad. If a dragon cannot elevate your podcast or elevate your stream or whatever the fuck this is, you have no chance, because dragons are the coolest thing out there, and he is literally ruining it. And by the way, Knight, that was awesome. That's a good avatar suggestion. I would definitely think he should do that.
And finally, he is a principled person who hasn't completely flipped on nearly every position he's ever taken. Yes, he's our progressive king. Oh, give it up for the progressive king.
iDubbbz. Sorry, Scorched Lagoon. iDubbbz stabbed Ethan Klein in the back. I don't know if you're aware of that, but that's what happened. And it's not like, oh, is it this or is it that? Like, there is documented evidence that this is what has happened. So, again, I don't feel like you're being very good faith about all this. I feel like you're, kind of being an asshole about the whole thing. But that's just me.
Step 4 in improving the harassment podcast is to reenact scenes from famous movies. Here in front of me, you see Leonard from the Roman movie. Here it is. Recreate. This is so.
This, I can already tell. I'm hoping to fucking God that this is rage bait. I am hoping that he deliberately is being like this fucking stupid, and it's just like a thing. But yeah, that is not who it is. That's the Leonidas, as Knight said, and it's not Roman. It's from the Sparta. That's where they're from, and unless I am mistaken, Sparta was from Greece, or was part of the Greek. Yeah. That's not Roman. It's Greek. So I'm hoping to God that this was a bit, and he wasn't just this fucking dumb. Yeah, Knight said it's Greek. Like, I don't know though. With this guy, it's like 50-50. Like, is he this stupid, or is he just kind of playing silly buggers? And Zerrin says, "How dare my friends hate me for betraying them? I'm an innocent, traitorous bastard. Love me or suffer." iDubbbz, the ninth circle of hell is reserved for mutineers and betrayers. Are you sure you're not the one who's about to take Satan's dick in your butt? Which, of course, you would be fine with because you love butts. You love it. Oh my god, Knight. Knight says he can't tell the Spartans from his Romans because it's all Greek to him. Golf clap. That's a little golf clap for you. Alright, let's go.
Sort of a sketch idea. You can pay me later, ABBL, for this brilliant sketch idea. Recreate the famous moment from the film 300, where instead of saying, "This is Sparta," in this version, Ethan Klein and his employees are reenacting the scene where Leonard kicks the man into the hole, but instead he says, "The marbles are gone, people." And instead of kicking a man into a pit, he knocks over a glass of water. How cool would that be? That would be funny. I would laugh at that. But this isn't.
Not gonna lie. That is gay as hell. That is quite possibly the dumbest idea I've ever heard. I'm sure it's an inside joke. But again, this is for mass consumption. So I'm not getting it. And I don't think anyone else is either. This is stupid. And we are all now dumber for listening to him.
My only idea. I have another one, and they're all free. Oh,
Hopefully it's better.
Accidental animation. It's a bit of fun. We can reenact E.T. Phone Home, but this time, P.T., not E.T., is taking a call from his IDF wife, and she's complaining to him about an artist that will not collab with her. And she cries all sorts of Zionist tears, and says, "Oh no, no one likes me. Oh no, poor baby."
These are not funny. Not funny. Like, it's not even close to funny. It's not even close to, like, a complete formed thought. This is, like, something that you do when you're just kind of, like, doodling and you write, like, 3 words. Like, oh, okay, that's a half-formed thought. That's what these are. These are insanity, and it's anti-Semitic, too. That whole Zionist thing, but I didn't want to go to it, but Knight went to it, so I'm going to go to it, like, as well. The whole Zionist thing with, and oh, the IDF thing too, yeah. Like, what does that have to do with E.T.? And again, I'm picking pretty hard because it deserves it. It's deserving because this is not a bit. This is not a sketch. This is not silly, haha, look at me, I'm taking the piss. This is just straight up rage. This is a dragon, quote unquote, who is angry at a person and has not a lick of creativity left in their body, but they still want to be raging, so they just decide, I'm gonna mash together a bunch of, like, how long did this take to prepare? I want to say 10 minutes, but I feel like that would be 9 minutes more than what someone would need to make one of these. It's not, like, I'm trying to, like, keep it light and keep it airy, but it's like, oh man, this is just, it's bad. It's garbage. It's one man's hatred for another man on display. It's kind of sad. It's kind of pathetic, you know? And again, I don't really, like, I don't know who Ethan Klein is other than what I've seen. I don't follow the man. I don't know what his podcast is all about. But what I can tell just from this is that this dude was basically, he tried to do the thing where he did the content cop. It didn't work. Now he's poor. Ethan Klein's still rich. And now he is in a corner seething about it to whoever will listen. As a dragon. The dragon's what makes it extra sad, in my opinion. He can't that's why he's hiding behind the dragon. It just dawned on me. He's hiding behind the dragon because he's not man enough to say this to his face. He's not man enough to do one of these and actually have his face be on it. He's got to hide behind the dragon. And that's bitch made. That's some bitch made behavior, my dude. Zern says it's really used to say, but iDubbbz is what you call innocent. Why is it the dudes living in candy glass houses always have a pile of rocks to throw, and they insist on throwing from inside the glass? Yeah, you know, it's like this is very. I don't know. I would almost say it's fucking like psychotic behavior. We're not even halfway done with it yet.
No empathy for you. Sorry. iDubbbz has all the empathy I am lacking. Oh, thank you so much, E-Honey. You absolute legend. Next up.
I would not
Step
be
5,
subscribing to this.
Remove Dan. Remove Dan completely.
I mean,
Thank you, Shiny Teeth. Yes, step 1 of the Dan removal is to remove him and then replace him completely. Get someone who's more charismatic and less bald. iDubbbz has a saying that he says,
this is just mean playground bullying. At this point, like let's be completely honest. This man is just being a playground bully, but he's hiding. It's like if he was in a house and he was shouting at other children these kind of mean things, but knows he won't be like in trouble because he's in the house, but everyone sees it and it's like, that kid's a dick. That's iDubbbz.
on his
Sorry, Scorched Lagoon, because apparently these are two separate characters, which they're not. They're not.
stream, which is bald is beautiful. I disagree. I'm woke on a lot of things. I think bald is hideous.
You're a dragon with no hair. Suck it.
If you're a human, at least
Ah,
have
he
the
got me.
decency.
He got me. He quantified it. He quantified it. I'm gonna take that L. I said you're a dragon with no hair, and he's like, but they have to be humans. Like, man, you guys.
To have hair on your
I'm just kidding. That's no L. That's fucking stupid. But let's continue.
head.
I'm trying to make it funny. I'm trying to make this
I
funny.
mean, I understand.
I'm not
if
getting a
the
lot.
hair has been scorched and removed via a dragon blast. But really, you're going to look like that in my presence? Now, the options for
Man, you really shouldn't be throwing stones about people's appearance. You really, like, I've seen you on actual streams. You are greasy as fuck. And you don't look good, in my opinion. It's not good. You look kind of down bad. Zarian says, not dragon enough either, more worm. Fish bait desperate to get off the hook they impaled themselves on. That's a good one. That's a good analogy. He is the worm.
replacing Dan are as follows.
You guys are on fire right now, I have to say that.
These are serious suggestions. Completely serious. Number 1, Braden. Who's familiar with Braden?
No one, your joke's going to fall flat and no one cares. That says Western dragons are notoriously bald. That is true. No manes there. That's Eastern, you dumbass. You're getting your dragons wrong now, too. And Poofy goes, and he's starting to get bald. Is he? I don't know what he looked like earlier, so maybe that greasy, like, mat of hair is balding. It's not good, if that's the case.
He's a cute young man. He's got a lot.
You're not gonna get rid of the gay allegations, you gay dragon. Stop looking at people's butts and, stop calling people cute. You got a wife, man. You gotta start paying attention to the wife. No wonder she does OnlyFans. She's probably feeling neglected because you keep staring at other people's butts.
Lot of life to live. If you ignore the steroid injections, the methamphetamine, the bone smashing, I think Braden would be a great replacement for Mr. Dan. Oh, Two Keys mentions he has bouncer experience. That might be nice. You can bring on some dangerous characters onto your podcast, like Deaf Noodles, and not be afraid that he might.
Yeah, Knight brings up a good point. Stop calling people pedos while you're suggesting young boys. Stern says, definitely trying to keep the flame going, but this low energy bastard is very extinguishing. The good thing we kept him to the end.
Beat you
We
up.
can do this, guys.
The
We won't let the dragon beat us.
Now, If you don't like the Braden suggestion, we have another one. The Nelks. The Nelk family tree. Now, Big Papa Nelk, I believe his name is Kyle. So far, your replacements for Dan are named Braden and Kyle. Anyway, I think they do
yes.
great.
Funny.
The other Nelk, Mama Nelk. I think you've met Mama Nelk before. I think she gifted
Right?
you
More
some
young
large
men.
watch.
This
Mama
dragon is
Nelk
questionable.
brings a lot of milk to the table.
Now he's talking about milk.
Uh,
He's thinking about lactation. He's porn-brained.
oh, yes, of course. Small Nelk. Little small baby Nelk. You can get baby Nelk to replace Dan. And then slightly bigger Nelk is this guy with the green shirt. His older brother Nelk. Can't remember his name. Might be something like Devin. Devin, baby Nelk, Kyle, and Stefan. Mama. Okay, now, that's all of the Nelk options. Next up is...
I'm going to give a piece of advice, and I'm being extremely good faith on this one because this whole thing sucks. The bit's too long. As someone who does comedy, this bit should have ended probably when it started would be ideal. But like, you gotta quicken it up, my dude. You gotta quicken it up. Like, this is not good. I mean, none of it's good, but that's the big one. Also, the inside jokes don't work because unless you're doing this for your audience, which I guess, but if you're trying to do a bigger audience, make more relatable content. You are an internet person. You should know this.
the very
He just keeps dragging on. Dragon puns. You know we're in trouble if we're doing dragon puns.
infamous...
You son of a bitch. The fucking burping into the mic. How can someone be so wrong on all levels? It's not funny unless you set it up. Spit isn't long, it's dead and buried. Fair point. Like I said, it should have been stopped, or it should have stopped before it started.
Morelli. You love Mr. Morelli. I know the main podcast host is terrified of this man, but I think he's terrified of him in sort of a respectful way. I think he respects Mr. Borelli. So, if you respect him so much, give him a spot. Make him producer. Make him co-host. If you love this man so much, why don't you divorce your wife and marry him? Come on. Look at this handsome man, Mr. Borelli.
More handsome men. And as I said, a young man again. This guy's not beating any of the allegations. He's... No wonder the imp's on OnlyFans. I feel like if anyone's going to be divorcing, it's going to be the dragon from the imp. Because this guy just cannot stop lusting over men. Can't do it. Bad dragon.
Next up, we have...
Oh, God, it's still going.
Bacon Blackface.
Oh,
Bring
it's
on
getting
Bacon
worse.
Blackface to be your co-host or your producer. He's got bald. He's incredibly bald.
Like, I don't care, but like, isn't this racist? like, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but if I tuned into this and it was Bacon Blackface, I would think, oh, this dragon's racist too. Like, yeah, it's super racist. Like, make it make sense, someone. We gotta move on. We gotta keep going. This dragon is just...
This is perfect.
We're
He's
getting
Canadian,
close.
So you know he'll be nice. He'll play along.
So he's a
Whatever you
racist,
say, he'll nod his head
homophobic
like, yes. Perfect.
dragon.
Perfect purchase. So, out of all these options, I think they're all very,
Probably
doable.
sexist.
Sorry, Dan. You are
He's
going to
homophobic,
sleep.
but he's super
Goodbye.
gay.
Next up. Step 6. Give ABBL a raise. ABBL is slaying on the podcast, and I think he deserves a little bit more money. Number 1, he's poor and destitute, in my opinion. 2,
Oh, here we go with the defamation going again. Don't worry, guys. It's in my opinion. As everyone knows, that's immunity to everything. And it does, like, cover some stuff, but, again, intent. Watch the last video. Poofy Hui says, iDubbbz did say the gamer word. Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, he is racist. In my opinion. Knight says, to be fair, most homophobes are gay. Not wrong, not wrong.
He reacts to the podcast host like a beaten dog. In my opinion. This is my opinion. Number 3. I recommend you give ABBL paid leave, paid therapy, and a very handsome stipend. In my opinion. Now, the
My God, you don't need the, in my opinion, for like the suggestion stuff. Like even the jokes he's trying to do aren't good. Like even when he's trying to be like ha 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 playful defamation, even that is not lane. I don't know.
stipend should be paid in gift certificates of fast casual restaurants like Applebee's, Chili's. I recommend Chili's. To avoid misappropriating the funds.
He missed it. He missed it. He missed the joke. Why didn't you say Denny's? Why didn't you say Denny's? It would have been the only funny fucking thing in this entire thing. Say Denny's. And then you go, I recommend it because I love the Grand Slam. You dumb fuck. You're not good at this. You're not good at comedy. We should have gotten it from the slideshow. But the one joke that you set yourself up for, swing and a goddamn miss. Ugh.
In my opinion. It's just my opinion. Someone says release the text. I don't know what you're talking about. Freakazoid. Oh, Drain Gang, good to see you in the chat. Drain Gang in the chat says, hello, Scorch Lagoon. You are surely becoming one of my favorite content creators, much better than that other fellow, the Burned Peanut.
Ugh.
Someone says, why is the dragon British? Because I was born in South London, you silly, silly Willy. Next up, step 7.
He's getting backstory for the Scorched Lagoon. I wonder if he's going to keep doing it. Yay, more content for us. Azern says, to make a slideshow fun, you have to be good pacing on the quicker side. It needs callbacks to revitalize. It can't have inside jokes or niche punchlines. Those metal things, it needs preparations. If this were a class, the dude would get a 0 out of 100. He would get negative. It's so unfunny, it's not even, like, it's the opposite of funny, except even worse. It's like negative funny. It's actually drawing humor out of the world, somehow.
Apologize. You should do an apology to the current and former employees.
You're going to apologize for the content cop?
The main podcast host, that is. You should apologize to the fans lost over the years, and you should apologize to friends and family for disgracing them with your antics. Welcome to the chat, Savotno. We are up. Chicken Nugget, you are saying some extremely heinous things in the chat. You need to be timed out, you fucking freak. Can one of the...
Says the dragon who's talking about butt lifts and hot dudes. He's PWR maxing. Knight says projection again. Yeah, 100%. Well, that's what he wants. It's where are we at? Like 30-minute rant all for one thing. He wants an apology from fucking Ethan Klein. He wants Ethan Klein to come to him and be like, "You were right, Dragon. This is it was all my fault." But the thing is, as far as I can tell, Ethan Klein is winning. You know, you're resorting to VTubing. Like, VTubing, man, you're down bad when you're a VTuber. Anyway, like, yeah, Nice says he wants an apology from the guy he tried to screw over, right? Like, make it make sense, anyone. And by the way, what I did there, iDubbbz, with the whole, like, you know, degradation and then turn, that's called a joke. Got it? Good.
Thank you, mods. Thank you. We do not accept racism in the chat.
You had a dude called Bacon Blackface in the last 2 slides. That wasn't even a different stream. That just fucking happened. Oh my god. Oh my god. I should have known better than I was going to. Oh man. I was thinking like this is like a 20-minute thing. This would be like a type 30, type 40 vid. No, we're at 52 minutes and counting.
Step 8. Very simple solution. If you don't want to do any of the other things at all you need to do is remove and replace the man named Ethan. You can go from this to this right here. Ethan Slater. Same name. No one will be confused. You could do a little swap in the night. One day, the main podcast host just disappears. You can have a little story behind it, like, oh no, he was taken in the night.
I should have two-speeded it. We could, but there's like a minute less. There's a minute left. We're almost done. We made it, guys. Poofy, he says, him creating lore for the dragon makes me think he's going to get a custom VTuber model. He might, but have some fun with that because it's going to be expensive. As someone who knows, this man is about to drop a couple grand if he does it right. He could get the cheap models, but I feel like he's going to, if he wants to do it right, he's going to be spending some money, which apparently he does not have. So, good luck with that.
And the next day we have the SpongeBob man, the
It's 2 minutes. We can do. We got
cheetah
this.
guy. He's quite talented. He does stage plays. I think he would do great. Babby Bird says altruistic legume. I agree. Very nice man. It's not a threat.
Ah, Dragon, you fucking blew it. I was with you all the way up until you called yourself a man. You're a dragon man. Get it right, you dumbass.
To be clear, all of this is satire. Not an ounce of truth in any of it. Just a lot of silly willy. This is the end of my presentation.
None of this was silly. None of this was willy. You were thinking about probably willies while you're doing it. Because if you're thinking about butts and hot young dudes, you may as well be thinking of the dick as well. This was not satire. This was the manifestation of the rage and hatred and impotence of a guy who's pretending to be a dragon. So, just to clarify things there, not really, like, it's not satire in the manner of, like, because satire is usually, like, funny in some aspects, whereas this was not. Here's the thing with comedy. And again, I'm not like a super expert, but I have done some comedy back in my day. You can always tell when someone's doing a stand-up routine and they're just doing it for the jokes and when they're actually being like seething and hatred. Most people don't want to see the latter. Now, sometimes people can make it funny. Some people have made a pretty good living off like hate jokes. Like, oh man, I hate this guy or that guy, stuff like that. Most of the time, the fun comes from the fact that the guy's joking around. Everyone and their mother and the blind people and fucking aliens and most fucking animals and even like multicellular organisms, they know you are not joking. You actually are just full of hatred and you're just letting it spew forth. That's not comedy. That's just seething out for 20 minutes.
I am open for questions. Say what you'd like. Speak your piece. Speak your truth. Someone says, how do I invest? Oh, this is a public service announcement. A PSA for short. You can take it or leave it. Just advice. I know no one asked for it, but desperate times calls for desperate measures. And none of us like harassment. Harassment is...
What was what we just went through the last 20 minutes, if not harassment? This whole thing was straight up fucking harassment against Ethan Klein and H3. Was that the joke? That was actually the first time I actually laughed at this dumb bitch. And it wasn't even intentional for him, I guarantee it. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Knight says, hell, some unicellular organisms can recognize it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Zern says they're a man. By what definition? That's as unbelievable as being a dragon. At least they're a male coward. Zero manliness. Not even the toxic kind. What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets. Except in this case, it would be, what is a man? A dragon VTuber that's spurging out online for 20 minutes about a dude who beat him.
So awful. So we shouldn't wish it upon our worst enemies. Crybaby says, can you help me reframe my life as well? Oh, send me an email. thescorchedlegume55@hotmail.com. Now with Vitamin R says, I just
Hotmail?
got here. What did I miss? Too much. Far too much. Someone says, why do the bigger podcasters not simply eat the smaller ones? Ha ha! Funny, funny. Is the guy you just talked about the one who was accused? No, Zavotno. Yes, he was accused of something horrendous from a certain guy that he admires. Where is it? This guy. Not that one. This one, Mr. Morelli. Mr. Morelli has said such terrible things about that man. I think he should really do battle with him. Or respect him. You know, as he clearly does. Thank you, strange sand.
What is that transition? Also, that transition is fucking scuffed. Oh, that's a better one. Zaren says, what is a man? A miserable pile of discounted virtual skills. That's the one. We got it. Print it. Ship it. We're good. But that's it.
Man.
I hate this man. I I hate this dragon. I hate this dragon. He is the worst. Oh, is there also his hot male or hot male? Hard to tell with his hateful bearded closet case. Night goes, he literally ripped the transition from the Big Bang Theory. Oh, what a dick. What a dick. It was a CBS? I don't know. Big Bang should go after him. And Night says, fuck him. Exactly.
Yeah, that's good. I support it. But now I'm going to pee.
Say, wake up. Since anyone?
Okay, that's the...
Just wake up.
That's... No, see, none of these I'm going to stop on are going to be any good, are they? So let's just go back. But that was it. That was the, I don't know what to call that, because that was absolutely, other than terrible, that was bad. That was very bad. He is the worst. I don't even want to call him like a bad dragon anymore in jest. He's just the worst. He's the worst dragon. And that's really all I can say about it, other than the other things I've been saying for what is now an hour. Holy shit. This guy, more VTuber on VTuber violence virtually, verbally, without actually, in Minecraft. So, Knight says, I hate CBS Paramount for redline reasons, but I hope they sue his ass into oblivion. Yeah, get him! Get this man! Dragon. Get this dragon for fucking copyright infringement. That'd be hilarious. I don't actually care. But, like, wow. I have never seen, like, I watch DSP. I'm struggling to, like, put DSP above whatever the fuck this was, as far as, like, hatred is concerned. Like, this was just, like, pure, undiluted hatred of a man who beat another man in life, from what I could tell. What's it called? Depression? Delusion? Draining? A stream of sadness? Yeah, that could be all those things. It could be all those things. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words because I said them all earlier. Make like a werewolf, like and subscribe for the good dragon, which is me. I'm the good dragon. This is the bad dragon. The worst dragon. Sorry. I don't ever want to associate the two. So this is the worst dragon. I'm the best dragon. Not true, actually. Drago from Dragonheart. He's the best dragon. I can't compete with that. I can't. So, the best Draconic Saberwolf. Everyone's favorite Draconic Saberwolf. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, make like a... Zering says it fills a toxic cycle. iDubbbz is a stagnant toxic puddle. That's pretty much it. But once again, if you like this, like and subscribe. I'm Seraphin. I'll probably be doing more of this idiot if he keeps doing more dragon stuff. So we all get to look forward to that. Yay! I'm out. See ya. I should have. Oh my god. Oh, iDubbbz will be the quicker segment. He's probably not doing anything that stupid. Fuck. Oh, Sean Connery. As a dragon? Ah, man, now we're talking about lust. I don't know. Drago, it's the design. I like the Drago design. Let's do palette cleansers. But we're only doing 4, just so I can be a dick. I'm just kidding. Let's roll. Let's see what we got here. You want to watch Dragonheart again? No, I do too. Dragonheart's such a good movie. The 4 sequels after it, The Dragon TF2 is pretty good. Oh, thank you, Poofy Hui. It was a good segment. It's just, wow. There's a lot going on with that dude. I know he's probably in therapy, but he should probably find like therapy. Like that is just unreasonable hatred for that dude. It's crazy. Let us, I don't remember where we left off. So, let's... Oh, here it is. We'll just go from cat sniffing shrimp. Just for being a dick, 6 cleansers. We can probably do 6. We'll keep going until I'm not feeling anymore. My writing is scuffed for the day anyway. So let's I could say it later. Let's do it. This one's from Night.
Hello, class. Hello, take your seats. Welcome back to Designing for Humans 102. Now, I'm going to say this as simply as I can. When you abducted me, you told me that your goal was to learn how to blend seamlessly into human society, starting by learning about our fashion. I have been very patient with you, but I'm going to need a few things explained.
Oh, Hex on the Beach, actually.
Whoever designed Comme des Garçons 2026 collection, you seem confused between menstrual pad and hot dog. But we're not seeing clothing. Did you just give up?
That's true. I've been jumping around.
Did you just wrap some fabric around a human and give up? This is not the work of a 102 student. Do we need to start the 101 classes again? Because I swear to God, no one is going to look at this and think, oh, look, what a normal human.
Jump around. Get up.
You're
and
making me
get
feel
down.
like we're going backwards. If you try to walk amongst normal humans wearing this outfit, say it with me, class, it's on the board. This is how we get caught. Hello, class. Hello, take your seats. Welcome back to Designing for Humans.
That's pretty good.
102.
That's pretty good.
Now I'm gonna
pause. Fashion is so like weird because it's all shit that like you would never actually wear, but it's like high fashion. It's like, oh, stuff that you'll never see because it's literally designed for the runway. Crazy. Slow motion kitty cat.
And probably will be for life.
Oh no! Misjudged. Oh, look at that face. It's like shit. Oh look, it's gelato. Oh, did not stick the landing. That was... Speaking of. Uh-oh. Right. That's what you get. I love the music too. The music, I mean, is... Oh, he's too focused. Too focused. Oh! That was a get down, Mr. President. Aw, poor kitty. Like,
and probably
oh, that was good. That was heartwarming. I like that. That was nice. Pipe fox you can't get rid of. Oh, here we go. Now we're jamming. He's too jamming. He wants soup. Give the pipe fox some soup. That's Night Spirit Animal. I can see it. That's good. That's good. I like that. Warhorse Puppet. What?
Wow, he's so cool.
So we have a head puppeteer, a heart puppeteer, and a hind puppeteer, and they communicate as a three, never vocally, just through breath, movement, tiny little muscle twitches and things that they pick up from each other. The head puppeteer, as you can see, is holding the weight of the head, and their responsibility is to tell us what the horse is thinking, where it's looking, where its eyesight is, where it might be listening. We've got lovely control of the ears with some triggers down here. So the heart puppeteer is in control of the front legs, as you can see, obviously, with these triggers that curl the hooves. And their emotional responsibility is the breath.